All right, I think we're ready. Where is one last thing? All right, whatever. Cup. We're actually ready. Excuse me. Okay, let me get everything where it needs to be. Camera angle looks halfway decent right there. God, I wish my camera could just be a tiny bit. Oh, it can be. It's a tiny bit further back so it shows the countertop and the map. Camera looks decent, right? Camera angle. All right. What's good? Stream started. It's 1:30 p.m. We're opening up the other chat. Have you played Cranked? I have not. Who said that? Gage. I have not. I should. Cranked is the really small game dev team, right? Or is Cranked the one that's being made by the professional mountain biker? No, that's a different game. No, the creators of Cranked, I believe they follow me. They've been in the lives before. I've been in their streams. They sent me a free game code, and I feel so bad to say this, but I haven't even downloaded it yet. And it's crazy because my entire social media presence started off of, it started off of real life BMX and vlog-ish videos, but the first thing that I ever got any traction on social media 15 years ago, was doing BMX, mountain bike, snowboarding, scootering, and skateboarding, video game videos, and doing news videos essentially for them. Just whenever there's a new update on an upcoming game, I'd make a video about it and deep dive into it and shit. So, dude, the new mountain bike games coming out hurts my soul because that's my roots. I should be making videos about that, but I feel weird. Whitey, what's good, dude? What's good, Chance? Appreciate you stopping in the stream. We just fired up the stream, so I'm just getting all my chats put in place. Thanks for that follow. Scoots, Ivan Scoots, W-Mans. Shout out Whitey. Dude, me and Whitey used to scoot around the neighborhood as we young bucks. I think the coolest trick I ever got on a scooter was 180 bar spin. Let me think. Yeah. I had some cool Steezy nose manual 180s, nose manual G-turns, because that was probably one of my cooler tricks on a BMX bike I had a decent skill at pivoting, doing spins on my front wheel. Thanks, G-Stone. What's up, man? Welcome back. Sorry, just finally got the YouTube chat pulled up. I hope you're here. Gage, you too, man. Appreciate you stopping by. I broke my shins a few times, about all I got. The best trick that I got on a scooter was a front flip. And it was from me running over a pebble in the road. And I did not land the front flip. I landed on my head. Okay, the computer's running a little buggy. I started to research how to update my BIOS, B-I-O-S, right before stream. I should have did that this morning. I'm so bad, dude. I blame ADHD, but I'm just a shitty person or something. But I don't think of stuff until it's right in front of me. It's impossible. So I keep forgetting I need to look into that until I'm literally sat down, about to hit the go live button. I'm like, oh yeah, it's gonna lag like a motherfucker the entire time. But after stream, that is a must-do tonight. So I need to figure out how to update my BIOS. I quickly looked into it, but it looks like it's gonna be kind of intimidating and very possible to fuck it up. So that's why I just thought I'll just hold off. I'll just wait and really make sure I do that right and converse with ChatGPT and make sure I'm doing it right. What's up, Rams? Welcome back. Chance, what's you up to? How's the work? What's up, Jerlock? Appreciate you pulling into the BMX streams. Justin, I appreciate you stopping by to say what's good. I always appreciate the homies stop by to say what's good, even if they're busy or not. Thank you, man. Hope the day is good with you guys. For the homies that are just popping in for the start of the stream, I hope work is going smoothly. I appreciate you pulling up. Can you do a flip? Shit, that was stupid. Let me do a cooler flip. Maybe a tech shop? Yeah. I just hate to spend. I'm such a cheap ass dude. I hate to like pay somebody else to do something that like I probably can do myself. Because I think at tech shops, it's like $100 to do a, what's it called? It's like $100 to do a diagnostic. Oh, time to go home? Nice, Chance. Nice, dude. That's what we'd like to hear. Me and the wife got another little one. No way. Congrats, Gerlock. That's insane. Oh, Cassie's like, who the heck? Let's see. I hope I'm not missing comments. Best I got on a scooter is a bri flip and a kickflip. No shot. You could do that, Haida? You could do a kickflip, and those are like potentially some of the hardest tricks in like basic scootering to do, like not pro level, right? That's kind of like the bar spin of tail whip of BMX. Is the what's good, Rock? What's good, player? I just messaged you back right before I went live. Sorry about, dude. I suck at DMing. Don't take it personal. I am really bad. Oh, dude, someone might own a shop. That's honestly not a bad idea. I've never done that, man. I've seen a lot of my creator friends do like in real life brand deals. Just lay it down. I've done so many brand deals, but I've never done an in real life one. Like I see like van life people doing brand deals with like van building companies. So they'll like pull up to an in-person shop and have them install like a new roof rack or some new wheels or update their bathroom in their van or something. And it's like very obviously a brand deal. I've never done shit in person like that. I feel weird about it for some reason. Living in the van. It's got its ups and downs, Atlas, but it's definitely sweet. Your ping's been beautiful? Dang, I'm jealous of that. I cannot relate. Oh, ugly ass grizzly. I did not mean to do that. So excited? I bet, Jerlock. That's crazy. Yeah, that's a lot of money. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. $100 for somebody just to look at my laptop. It's like for $100, I'll just... But the problem is, I've already done this once before. My first ever gaming laptop that started lagging like this, I led myself to finding like the best route. The first thing to check was to make sure that my RAM wasn't dirty. To pull out my RAM sticks and like wipe off the contact points. I don't know, look, that was like 3 years ago or something. I'm not saying I should have done that. For some reason I ended up on that being my first step of diagnostics. And it was the same thing. It was like I'm not gonna pay somebody $100 to take out 4 screws, 2 RAM sticks and wipe them down. So I did it myself. The laptop never turned back on. $1,000 laptop destroyed. I mean, maybe it wasn't destroyed. Maybe the RAM just wasn't put back in correctly. But now I'm on this, but then that led me to the same exact issue. I'm like, well, fuck, now I'm definitely not gonna pay somebody $100 to look at this old busted laptop that now I just broke the RAM in. Who knows, maybe I just didn't push them in all the way and that laptop's totally fine right now. I just need to go suck it up and pay somebody who knows what the fuck they're doing. What's good, Sean? Appreciate you. Just pay the $100 and let them look at it? Fuck. Maybe I should. With this laptop, it's at least, this laptop I feel most likely, whoa, my controller's like froze. On this laptop, I feel like it isn't a total waste to stick $100 into it. Like that laptop was a $1,000 computer. So like to pay $100 in diagnostics for a $1,000 laptop sounds like that's 10% of the value. That sounds really ridiculous. That's before you even fix anything. But this laptop is expensive as shit. I'm surely not gonna go buy another one of these. So maybe this time I will just bite the bullet. I guess it's a write-off. Scooter Flow comes out on console? What? Damn, dude, wait, is Scooter Flow the one that is like the same game as this, but with a scooter, or is that the other scooter game? That's another, just like Cranked, the creators of whatever the other scooter game is. There's Scooter Flow, and then is it Scoot X? Is that a thing? Did I just make that up? I might have just made that up, to be honest. I thought you were driving your van in your van. If you come back in about like a week or so, I should be. I have the racing simulator taken down right now because I have a ton of projects going on in the van. I just put a new mattress in yesterday, cut it to size and installed it. I have a new, what's it called? Air conditioner on the way. That's the biggest one. I have to finish up my fridge. I just put in a new fridge. I replaced my microwave with the air fryer. I'm doing like a whole video series on short form of a bunch of van upgrades. There's already 2 of them posted. I did surround sound and all these things. I needed the racing simulator out of the way to do these projects. So that's why we're doing controller games. But then I'm also doing like a full length video of, oh, I should have 360 right there. What's that wheel place that advertises with everyone? Wait, what do you mean, Rock? Oh, Tire Streets is the tire one. Tire Streets seems to be like the most active social media in the drift scene, at least. I don't know. I don't follow many race car people, I guess. But in the drift scene, dude, that's like my homie, I mean, like internet friend. And now I can't even think of her name. All right, I take it back. My internet acquaintance. I can't even, my homie, I don't know what her name is, but we're super tight. God, I can't think of her name. She has a sick drift Corvette. And what else? What other cool cars do her and her husband have? I don't know, I'm drawing such a blank. She's in like Nevada. She's a sick drift Corvette is her main social media premise. I think she's only got like 15,000 followers on Instagram. And if I'm not mistaken, that's like her biggest platform. And she still has a tire sponsor with Tire Streets. I was like, that's sick. Good work. But she posts really, when she does post, she posts really high quality shit. And brands really value that. Like she like uses a real camera and she obviously knows how to use the real camera. Like she posts some like full-fledged photography looking ass pictures with the tires. That's not me. I shit post. I've learned how to work with the algorithm. And sadly quality does not quality a lot of times will work against you on social media to a certain degree. You got a drift BMW? Fire. Video call a Gemini? Dude, I still have never done that. Hamza, are you still here? Sorry, dude. It's tough to read comments quickly. Worst case, you lose 100. Right. Best case, you save 2,500. Damn, Sean, that's a great idea. Brent, where did you do the van at? Were you in the US? What is the wheel company, though, that you see, like, every car influencer posting the wheels with? Is it a company owned by Adam LZ? What is that big wheel, like car wheels, rims, if you will? I don't know. I can't think of it. I can't think of any wheel companies in the current moment, to be honest. That was sick. Dude, last night, yesterday, we were doing this BMX stream, right? Playing BMX Streets, and Drift Junkie came into the stream. If any of you guys follow me from sim racing content, especially on TikTok, custom offsets, yeah, perfect. Exactly, Rock. Yeah, you see them everywhere. I hope that works for them. I hope they're selling a lot of wheels because of how present they are on social media. As a social media creator guy, of course I hope that, so then more companies want to do that. But if you guys have ever seen somebody cutting up through the traffic, it's an over the shoulder point of view kind of styled stream on TikTok, playing no hezi on a racing simulator with a Moza wheel, and he's doing all sorts of crazy shit. He's a really good driver. He's does a crazy taxi bit. That's Drift Junkie. Big stream guy. Dude, last night me and him were reminiscing about the old Midwest BMX days, and it was so sick. Oh, they do payments. Lord, that took effort. 5 years in a van, are you saving money? I'm trying. I mean, definitely, yeah. More so than if I was living in a house, especially if I was living in a house anywhere near most of the areas I've been the past 5 years. I'd probably be in debt right now. I would probably be in some good debt if I was just living, because I've lived in such cool places. Like I lived in Santa Monica for half a year. If you don't know, Santa Monica is like, you know, in Grand Theft Auto 5 where there's the cool boardwalk with the Ferris wheel on it and the big beach. And the skate park out in the middle of the beach, that's Venice Beach, which is also like same shit, Santa Monica. It's one little area. I lived there for a while. Average monthly rent there is probably $3,000 a month for a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom or something. Spent a lot of time in the Rocky Mountains in Colorado. Same thing. Average rent is well over $1,000, closer to $2,000. Did a crazy transfer. I got you. Let's hit a super unique transfer. That was one of my favorite things to do in real life at BMX, was ride the park incorrectly. Nice. Ride the park sideways was a lot of time my main objective. I pull up to a skate park, and instead of like, you see how the run is obviously meant to go this way? What I'm doing right now is obviously the line of the skate park. Just going back and forth, jumping over this, maybe a little switch it up like that, a little side to side. Dude, straight up riding the park sideways. If you ride bikes in real life and you're looking to generate some more style, start looking at all your futures sideways. You know what I'm saying? You know when they're adding mods? No, nope. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. We'll take it. Bro, hit custom offsets for real. Get some free wheels for the van. I know, right? I don't know. I wonder if they do have wheels that are of the right. I think I'm too small for them, to be honest. I really need to lock in on IG. IG, which doubles as Facebook. I need to get both of those pages close to, if not over 100,000. I mean, the biggest thing is I just need good numbers. I need to figure out how to be consistent with my life and consistently post on all platforms in like an even schedule, not like rapid fire and then disappear for 2 weeks and then rapid fire for another 2 months until I get burnt out and disappear. Kind of works, but it's not good for brands. Brands don't like that. But yeah, I need to just get a little bigger, because Instagram, for some reason, especially in car content, I see so many small-ish Instagram creators getting some sick brand deals for car stuff. Yeah, I need to just lock in. I need to find a real schedule. Yep, BMX Streets. How's the stream for you guys, by the way? Can we get some input? Is there any lag? Also, we have like 100 followers or 100 viewers right now on the TikTok. I have no idea how many we have on Tube. I don't have a view counter for that app. It's kind of nice. You hear streamers all the time being like, I don't care about the viewers. I'm here for whatever they claim to be here for. I don't even look at the view count. I literally don't have a view counter. I'm the embodiment of that. I'm not like on some shit though. The way that I stream is very boomer. So there is no view count. I don't do it on purpose. But I appreciate you guys being here, man. Yesterday we streamed for like 4 hours, and for probably about 3.5 out of those 3 hours out of the 4 hours, I had about 7 viewers. So, wait, I don't care what they think. Yeah, pair of wheels, tires, another 600. If you sell 4 sets, yeah. Thing is though, selling 4 sets of wheels, that'd be insane. You'd almost have to go viral. And it's so hard to go viral with ads. It is so hard. The algorithm hates them. Human beings hate them. That's something I need to lock in on actually too. I need to like start researching, and not even researching, but just like sitting down and thinking about it. What ads do I have coming up? I have a toilet ad that I need to make. God, that, like, once again, like I could make such a watchable video about that somehow. Like compared to being like, here is the toilet. There's a way to make that video go viral. That's always a real common question. People love to ask about the bathroom scenario with the van. I listened to you yesterday while I mowed the grass. That's sick, Rock. I am my most productive when I have like 1 of 5 streamers that stream in the middle of the day that are like the perfect amount of chill, but also like kind of ADHD fast pace. That I can just like listen to them while doing projects. That is definitely when I'm at my most productive. I love that shit. If I could, I would. You mean do a van, Snazzy? Or was I talking about something? Tax season. I hate to hear that. No way. The old potato. This is Skate 3 with mods. Highly recommend. It's free. It's free on the Play Store. What is good, dude? Shout out the old potato. No shot. Bro, congrats on the skate ads. Speaking of skate, that's badass. That's sick. When I was kicking it with Garrett Jenner, I was seeing Garrett Jenner like, dude, he's such a good dude. He was letting me ship packages to his house for like, I don't know, maybe a month and a half. I had a shitload of big packages shipped to his house. I'd pull up and there'd be like a tower of like products sitting on his porch. Like, hey, sorry about it. Dude, same to you. I'm so stoked to see you're still doing the thing, man. It's super cool. Dude, we've been at this for so long. That's what somebody was just asking me about, a mountain bike game. And I was like, man, I feel so guilty not making videos about. There's a few cool mountain bike games in the works right now. And I just haven't been making like extreme sports videos. I stream it. I love streaming Streets and Skater XL and Skate. What was I saying about Garrett? Oh yeah, Garrett was just talking about getting some brand deals with Skate. And I was like, that's so sick. That is like prime skate deal. Or that's like prime brand deal. EA and a skate game? Like, dude, imagine that as a child. I found this game through you. Are you dead ass right now? Did I know that? I don't think I knew that. I was just talking about earlier. No way. Chat, if you guys don't know who the old potato is, be sure to check him out. Super legit creator for many, many years. Damn, that's so sick. That's crazy too, because at that time, when I was making BMX Streets videos in 2015, 16, okay, let me lock in. My gameplay went downhill quick. Dude, Rock, I need to do that. You suggest wheels, right. I say I need to lock in on the game, and I just stare at chat and fly off the edge of the ramp. But dude, it's crazy to think how little of reach I had in like 2015, 2016, and that still is like when you found me. Because I had literally, I swear I can play this game. I found BMX Streets when you were showing the super early builds testing. Dude, that's so sick. I'm playing so bad all of a sudden. I got nervous. The real old potato is in here. Absolute ripper of BMX Streets, Skate, Skater XL, all that kind of content. Oh my god. Oh dude, old potato, any chance you know how to get onto like the dirt bike or mountain bike? Is there any chance you know if they added that back? Because that, I cannot figure out how to get that back. What's up, Beckman? How are you? Do you like Formula One? I do. I don't watch it. I like to play Formula One on the racing sim. But I do not... Dude, what am I doing? It doesn't help that I have about, 8 frames per second or so roughly right now. That's so cool. I appreciate you stopping by, old potato. Oop, I know you're a busy man. Hope all is well. It's sick to see you still riding bikes and snowboards. I hate to say it, but I have not been riding any bikes or snowboards. Oh, for a long time. They might have removed it. It was Control P. Let me try that again. Yeah, nope. That's what I thought. Yeah, they got rid of it again. I don't know why they keep doing that. About to go ride? Sick, bro. That's so rad. I miss bikes. I hope you have fun. I appreciate you pulling up, dude. Stop by. I'll be streaming. Do you still stream? I mean, dude, if you're like about to dip, feel free to dip whenever. But you've ran a few streams here and there. TikTok pushing the live today? Dude, for real. What's up, Frankie? I don't know why I said what's up. You've been in here for a minute. Yeah, I'm so thankful. Yesterday was a little rough. To be fair, I didn't stream for probably almost 2 weeks or something. So I'm actually kind of shocked at how quickly we are right back at it. I figured it'd probably be a week of streams in single digits to get myself back to where we were. Oh, sometimes I just can't crank the T-Bog. I don't know what it is. Can't crank my hog. I don't know what's hell's going on. He's probably going to pull out a mountain bike game. Dude, right. That's why he took it away. He's like, hold up. There's more money to be made on this. Imagine. I stream on YouTube Tuesday and Fridays for an hour or two. Wow, bro. You have a schedule? Damn it. I was just talking about that at the beginning of stream. I was like, I really need to figure out a real schedule that's like sustainable and such. Double tap for the legend. Thank you, Sean. Dude, YouTube, I'm sorry. I definitely just missed like a good handful of YouTube comments. Longtime homie, the real old potato. Look him up on YouTube if you want. Is in the TikTok chat. He is a fellow BMX Streets creator. He's like the BMX Streets creator, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, like, Garrett Jenner's made some videos of it, and he's big. Sam Tabor's made some videos on and off of it. I don't know, Real Old Potato, I think, is kind of like the BMX Streets creator. Can't really think anybody else. Starting to, as the last few weeks, yep, good shit, dude. It's always on and off, social media. To be able to be chasing especially such a niche social media area like we're in, to chase that long term, like you'd have to be an actual full-fledged psychopath to be consistent forever. Like the only way to go for 10 years of making videos, especially of like one small category, dude, you gotta burn yourself out and take breaks every once in a while, I feel like. Oh. Somebody said press F for 10 joules. I don't know how that works. Oh, and then he said right after. Okay, that checks out. Never mind. 30 to 100K followers, 3% engagement. For top tier influencers, give sponsorship. Oh wait, is that what, for custom offsets, they have that on their website or something. 30 to 100K. 3% engagement. 3% engagement. What does that mean? I've never heard that. 3% engagement. So like if I get 1,000 viewers, or if I get 100 viewers, I have to get 3 comments or 3 likes. I guess engagement could be a like. Or maybe everything counts as 1 point. Whoa. Taking a few big breaks. Enjoy the stream. Thank you, man. Have a great ride. Enjoy it for me. Appreciate you stopping by, dude. Chat, be sure to follow the Old Potato. You see him in the chat. If you guys like this game, he is one of the most legit creators making content on it. God dang it. All right, we need a new spawn point. How come it goes that way? That's like when my sim drifting homies join the stream and while I'm streaming sim drifting and I immediately just can't drive. I just start playing like it's my first day on a racing simulator. I mean, golly. Came across your video. Recording your birthday. Oh, what's up, Kieran? Appreciate you stopping by. The house viewing, that house viewing in particular was not good. The house that I went and looked at, damn, why do I keep doing that? I keep trying to do just like a big moto whip and he keeps doing a big ugly grizzly. The house I went and looked at on my birthday was like a complete bait and switch, I'm not gonna lie. The realtor kind of boned me super bad and just straight up lied to me in multiple ways about the house. That one was a bummer. But there's been a couple others that have came and gone that weren't complete bait and switches or complete letdowns. There's one I really wanted to buy. Thank God I didn't buy that. Oh my God. I mean, maybe not. I would have been happy if I would have gotten it, but the taxes on it were insane. The property taxes. If I would have bought that house, I would have owed the government like $350 a month at the lowest. It goes up every year. It goes up like 5% every year or something. But I would have owed the government like $350 every single month for the end of time. Even if you bought the house completely in cash, got a loan on it, doesn't matter. Once you own it, you still owe the government $350 a month, every month, forever. And so it was like a $70,000 house too. Let that sink in. Somebody opened the door and let that sink in. It was a $70,000 house and it was still that much. It was like, whatever that comes out to, like $4,500 a year or $4,000 a year or something like that. Isn't that crazy, Cameron? You can buy a house straight up in cash and still owe the government almost $400 a month on a $70,000 house too. And like an unbelievably cheap house. Imagine if a house in that same area that's $1 million. How would that work? Let's just say if that house was $100,000, it was $350 a month. Just add another zero, right? So if you had $1 million house in that county, in that zone or whatever, so the taxes were similar, you could have been paying like over $3,000 a month to the government until the end of time, even if you own the property. Have we found Ed the Realtor? Yeah, we're talking about the Ed deal right now. Yep, Sean knew. I assume you need 3% of your total viewers on average lives maybe, right? I don't know, I've never heard that metric. be used. How big's the van? I think it's like 26 feet long. You pay 13 grand a year for property taxes? Yeah, Kieran, it's crazy, man. Damn. Cameron, yours is 14 grand a year. Would you guys mind saying, you don't have to, but how much your house costs? Like what if you had to guess an average value of what your house would be worth to sell right now? Can you play Skate? I would love to. I don't know why, but Skate ruins my stream. It makes my camera freak out and have like weird like what would you call it? Like it seems like it's a loose wire, but it only happens when I play Skate. So I don't know what that's about. Right, when you live in a $1 million house, you just write off taxes. Right, I know. As I was saying it, as I was making that comparison, Rock, I started thinking like, well, no, if you have a $1 million house, you probably have it figured out to where you're like not paying taxes. or they're giving you like a huge break. It wouldn't be like 1-to-1. Good old Massachusetts. 700K? Okay, that kind of makes sense then. Super nice. That's badass, by the way. Super nice house. That's still, though, like, you know, the average man, nobody's stoked on the idea of the poor get poorer and the rich get richer. No one likes that. But, like, at the same time, like, for somebody like that has a 700K house, I still don't want them paying a shitload in taxes on a property that they bought with their hard-earned money. You know what I mean? Like, that also sucks really bad. Right, that is just shy of 1-to-1. Damn. Damn, yep, yours was like 640K, similar ballpark. Renovation time sucker. James Coke, search up Dan's Van Life, and you'll find all my van life vlogs. Got dirt bike, I have videos of riding my dirt bike through downtown LA, doing wheelies through the traffic with raw stunts. Videos of camping in the mountains with Mr. Garrett Jenner and Tim Humphreys and Skylar. Videos of riding my bike through Santa Monica. Essentially a bunch of videos of living in Los Santos from GTA, riding bikes with friends, one with my friend Alex. Lots of videos camping in the mountains. That's probably the base. The majority of the videos are just like chill days, living in a van in the mountains, hanging out with the dog and shit. Dan's Van Life is that page. Sean, I mean, I think it depends who you ask. I think yes. The thing is, I mean, I guess I could. The heater was only $100, so like, I probably still should write it off. It's all those little things that add up over a year. But oh, if I would have grinded on that, that would have been beautiful. Yep. I got a Starlink for internet. My parents, just terrible. House worth 3.2. Damn, bro. 3.2 is insane. Those are unfathomable numbers. The housing market is definitely, yeah. I think it's like, the US and Canada, I think, are in very similar positions when it comes to housing to average income, from what I've seen. I'm not comparing, not saying like yours is not as bad or ours is worse or vice versa. But I think that Canada and America, or in USA, are kind of in similar boats in the sense of like the cost of housing is dramatically going up and the average income is not dramatically going up. And it's because of all the goddamn elites. It's one particular group of people buying all the houses and turning them into rentals, so then we can't. Which, like, if you can't beat them, join them, dude. That's what I'm trying to do. That'd be like, ideally, if I could make $1 million tomorrow, I'd spend it on I'd buy a whole bunch of houses and turn them into rentals and Airbnbs and shit. So, like, you know, don't hate the player, hate the game, I guess. But it sucks, dude. As like a normal person like us, just trying to get a house to live in, and they're unaffordable, that's a bummer. Hence the van. And the idea of just being homeless enters the chat. My wife got an ESV for Christmas to avoid taxes. Damn. $140,000 SUV? Are you dead ass? Oh my god. Slumlord Dan, that's right. Dan's slumlord van. Nah, there's this guy though that I've seen videos of. What's his name? Joe America or some shit. He's always got like cut off Daisy Duke shorts on and like an American flag shirt and like a mullet. And he's got his beer gut hanging out and he's always got a beer in hand or something. But he lives in a van and he has a handful of different rentals and he'll just like float around from rental to rental living in the driveway of his house that he rents out to somebody else. And that's his whole income. He also builds rigs. He builds really nice rigs. He's done a few cool school bus builds and his own van and stuff. Super interesting. Can you be a slumlord if you're homeless? Right. That's kind of like, I get the pass, or like you can't be mad. I'm in the same boat. I'm in a worse boat, so you can't be mad at, as a slumlord living in a van. No, I don't know. That's a hilarious thought. Day 2 of trading my family for a van so I can save money. It's all right. You just got to speed run the family. I think the right way to do it is just speed run the family. So then after the kids are grown up and can move out, then you can immediately then sell it all and get the van. Which actually, that is kind of real. I was kind of joking, but probably like 75% of the people that I meet living on the road are retired. That's why people all the time, especially like around my age, like 30-ish, 30 give or take 10 years, I meet a lot of people, they're like, dang, you know, I always really wanted to do the van, and they're like talking in past tense, like it's too late. It's already missed out. The idea of living in the vans, it's long gone. They didn't do it, so now they can't. And a lot of them are valid that they have kids. But I always tell them, it's like, dude, the vast majority of the people I meet living on the road are retired. And like, it kind of sucks, you know, to have to wait to do it until you're older for a lot of obvious reasons, health reasons. But also, I say all the time, but those are the same people that I'll meet a nice old couple living in their van or their camper, and they'll come talk to me. And they're like, oh, we love it. We sold everything and retired, and we've just been living in the RV traveling. It's so nice. And they're all, oh, well, have you went down to the so-and-so RV park? It's so beautiful. They got a nice pool there, and right down the road, just a quick 300 miles down the road is the national park, and you can stay in a cabin up on the hill up there, and you just got to do that while you're here. And there's fishing tours on the river, and they just list off like $3,000 worth of like fun outdoor activities. I'm like, yeah, that sounds nice and all. I just spent my weekly budget all on my groceries, so I will just be living in this particular Walmart parking lot for the next week. So there's trade-offs. It's cool. If you can just gain a bunch of equity on shit on your houses and make money working for 40 years, 50 years, and then sell it all and then move into a van, like that's a whole, there's a whole cool side of that, you know, is way different than what I'm doing. You may not be able to go on the 20-mile hikes anymore, but you can afford to go to the cool museum that you're driving by or whatever. Or take a boat ride out on the lake to see the views instead of doing a hike. What's good, Chevy? What's good? Do you like to live in the van? I think so. I thought you were going to say Joe's hungry. Oh, we flew off. When did you originally move into the van? I wanted to invest in the van life. Dude, it's cool carrying. Cassie, I have had the van for 6 years, and I've been living in it for somewhere between 5 and 6. I think I'm over 5 years I've lived in it. I just had Facebook memories pop up showing the van like about 50% built 6 years ago. So I think I'm coming up on living in the van 6 years. By the way, all right, let's do a new map. My lines have been kind of ass here. When you play the same spot for too long, you kind of just start not being good. I just about kinked my neck. I'm gonna sell everything, go live at Cineme's. She doesn't know it yet, but she's getting booted to the couch. That's very American of you, Sean. You know what? I'm taking over the Canadians. I'm sick of the cost of living here, so I'm taking over Canada. I'm in. Cineme's actually going to be on the floor. I got dibs on the couch. Almost crashed it. Ram, I got a couple outdoor showers. I got, mainly, to be honest, the majority of the time I just use my sink. Like I stand on the outside of the van and my sink can swivel all the way around. So I can just like use my sink head as a shower head once I step outside of the van right there. But I do have like a more legit outdoor shower that has like a shower head that mounts up on the door and shit out back, and you put a curtain up and stuff. Which I definitely use that somewhat frequently as well. It's generally only when I'm at like a real campsite I'll use that. Otherwise I just use my shower head and just rinse off real quick. Or my sink shower head, I guess. Yeah, I've heard Canadia's. We were just talking about that earlier. That seems like Canada and America are about in the same boat when it comes to cost to live in. Like average income to average cost of income, or what am I saying? I don't know. I think you guys know what I'm trying to say. Taking over the maple syrup babies is crazy. Oh, unless you're an accordion, you and Sean will have to share the bed. What's up, Cody B? What is good, man? How's the day? Thanks for pulling up. What's your favorite memory in the van? Dude, my friend asked me that yesterday while I was on live. And I really couldn't come up with an answer. I think what I answered to him, I said that I think I would have to pick out a favorite memory. What the hell's going on? Why do I keep just floating over stuff when I try to nose manual it? I think I'd have to be able to do like favorites of different time periods or different locations. Like, I probably have a couple favorite memories while I was living in Los Angeles, and I have some favorite memories while living in the Rocky Mountains in the middle of like the winter snowstorm. And it's like I really can't like pick one or the two over those. But I'd say living in downtown Los Angeles for like, I don't know, 6 months or something, maybe less than that, 4 months. That was definitely very high up on one of my favorite experiences. Just such a trip for a small town Iowa guy like me to experience. Like every time I need to go get groceries, I go ride through Skid Row on my bike, go to the bottom of a skyscraper and get groceries on the bottom floor, ride my bike down into the parking garage to like enter the building, like full on big city living. That was just such a crazy thing to be living. And then equally, living in the Rocky Mountains during the winter was insane. Having the van just like covered in 2 foot of snow, and like taking my dirt bike out and going and riding my dirt bike in like the fresh pow storms, going and riding around the ski resort. I rode my E-Ride Pro up the ski resort. So I was like riding my dirt bike up the ski run as people are skiing down past me the opposite way. And then like in LA, you know, like I've done like huge bike ride outs in LA with like hundreds of people all mobbing wheelies through the streets and like cops behind us and shit. Like riding with raw stunts and out mobbing around. And like I can't compare either of those. They're both so nuts. The game is BMX Streets. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Sean. Get on Hip Camp, do a spring break trip? Yeah, dude, right? I honestly, dude, that's another thing, Rock. Is I really should be making videos of staying places. There's a lot of my van life, what would you call them? Colleagues? No. Peers. A lot of my van life social media peers, they're not really friends. I don't know them. They don't know me. But I've seen them posting where they do brand deals. Thanks for those follows, Elliot and J3. First follows in I don't know how long. You are 13th. Ted was our 13th follower of the live stream. Thank you, sir. 13 in about an hour. Fuck was I saying? Oh yeah, I should be making videos of Airbnbs. Like that's a whole job that I could be doing. Is I should just be making like cool videos of Airbnbs, and then I'd be able to stay at cool Airbnbs for free. And possibly get paid to do it as well. Fuck! But Hip Camp is a great place to find those spots, to find like some like really unique places that could go viral. and then hit him up and be like, yo, let me do that. Was it scary the first time you slept in the van? Dude, actually not at all. First time I slept in the van, I went to the Scotty Kramer BMX bike shop and met Scotty Kramer and his mom and the whole crew, Big Boy and Brooklyn and all them. And the Colt team was also there. The Colt BMX team was there. They were doing a tour, and they just happened to be doing like a private jam session at Scotty's bike shop that day. Or no, actually it was the next day, I think. It was the next day was that, so we went and... But anyways, I told Scotty that, and at this time, Big Boy was in his van life era. He just built out his van. And we told them about it, and Scotty's mom came and checked out the van, and Big Boy did too. And Scotty was like, well, geez, man, you guys need to park in the parking lot for the night. So the first place I ever camped or slept in the van was in Scotty Kramer's bike shop. So I felt super, super safe. Super safe. It was kind of like in the middle of nowhere in a way. There's no buildings around it, no like people walking around. Had permission to be there from the actual owner of the buildings. So the first night was dialed, but there has been nights I've felt unsure about sleeping in the van. Oakland, California was one. Dragon, appreciate you stopping back in, by the way. What's good? Dragon saying hit that follow button if you haven't. That's right, we're one follow away from 15. Who will be our 15th? I'll shut you up. Canadian housing crisis, a lot to do with policies made in 2010, policies today. Isn't that just a shame? $1.3 million houses sitting empty. Like, how's that happen? The Game King, thank you for the follow. 15th follower of the stream. That was kind of sick. If it would have looked less glitchy like. Oh wait, I forgot. We can do foot jam whips. How do you do a foot jam whip? Okay, hold up. We're about to get crazy. The tech is about to start happening. Where can I do it? I want to do it like on a wall ride. Like right here. Oh wait. I thought there was a wall ride right there, but it was just a big quarter pipe. Mini flip the hip. Nice. Oh, here we go. I don't know why I thought that would work. Just jam into a foot jam at like 10 miles an hour. Such a sick story to start the van life. Dude, Kieran, it really is. It blows. I completely forgot about it, to be honest, until somebody asked about meeting Scotty Kramer a few months ago on stream. And I was like, oh yeah, I met Scotty and it was super cool. And I was like, wait a minute, that was the first place I ever slept in my van. Was at Scotty Kramer's bike shop. That's so sick. I should make a video about that and tag Scotty low-key. Or I should DM him. Or well, I should DM his mom. Scotty's unreachable. Scotty's unreachable. But I've DM'd with Scotty's mom afterwards. She's so nice, dude. Scotty's mom was hilarious. She was like the most, like, East Coast lady. Like, she was the most nice East Coast lady. Like, just like really explosive energy and super funny and stuff. 17,000? Ooh. Yeah. 17 grand a year in rent every year. That hurts. That's about basic here, too. Over $1,000. Over 1,000. Right, Cinnamon. I'm down the road from Oakland. You're crazy for staying in the streets of Oakland. Yeah. It was nuts, dude. I have a couple interesting stories. I lived in Oakland, California for a couple of days. Or a few days, actually. It was like a weird buffer period in between. I was starting to head east. And it was cold east. So I was like going as slow as I could. Or I was waiting for a package in Oakland. I don't know why, but I had like 2 or 3 days that I kind of buffered in Oakland. I think it was the weather. Those are like my last 3 days being in the warmth before I drove like 10 hours east and it was going to be cold as shit. So I was like, I'm not leaving the warmth until I absolutely have to. Oops. I'll DM his mom. Is super funny. Oh, dude, absolutely Hawkeye. Are Hawkeye's basketball still going, by the way? Or did they get knocked out? My kids are royally fucked me. I'll own a house to live comfortably. Yeah, dude, Sean, it's crazy to think. I can't think of 1 or 2 more. Hopefully in 2 generations, something happens. At least within the next 2 generations, something will have to happen with the housing. There's going to be another 2008 that will kind of reset things, or a World War III, or fuck, I don't know. Oh, 1.3 million. Canada has over 1.3 million empty homes. God. And I wonder how many homeless people they have. What a weird thing, humanity. You know what I mean? Like bears and cougars and shit. Like if there's an empty cave, they just live in it. And that's like nobody thinks twice about it. But like we just had to overcomplicate everything as humans. Make technology and shit. Maybe I should just find a cave. Maybe instead of looking for a house for sale or just looking for random land for sale to build on, I should be looking for land for sale that has a cave. And I can just live in the cave. Take it bear style. Make sure there's plenty of deer to eat on the property. Bring a few chickens and move into the cave. Set up some solar panels and... GG Dan, that's crazy. That is crazy. Oh, new gap unlocked. You guys might not, did anybody... I don't think you guys are going to be able to tell where we're going with it. But I saw it. Oh wait, I lost it. Where am I? I think I remembered where I'm going. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the pop right on it. Alright, let's try like 2 or 3 more times. Cut. Oh, I fucked it up entirely. That'd be kind of a cool one too, just gapping over that flat. I'm trying to go off of that flat bank thing into the quarter pipe on the other side. I got it right here. I'm trying to land into that quarter pipe. Is that possible or no? Type of 1 in the chat if you think that is possible. Type of 2 in the chat if that's just not going to happen. It might not happen, to be honest. I think the angles of it are all kind of funny. Kieran says yes. We'll keep trying. We'll try some more. I'd live in a cave as long as I had the motorcycle. I'd be fine. Right. The modern day caveman. Cave life, Dan. Tell the bear, ooga dooga, my cave. That's right. If a bear approaches you and they try to move into your cave, you simply start up your 450 and hit redline for a second. Quick rev bomb, and that will send the bear away. I think I just need way more speed. Chair guy, appreciate the comment. You almost did it once, right, dude? That happens really commonly on this game, though. That like first or second try, I'll almost get a gap, and it seems really doable. And then I'll spend like 15 minutes trying it over and over, just getting further and further away. I'm like, I don't know. I got super lucky right at the beginning or something. I need to work on my moto whips. Oops, was not trying to do a manual there. I've watched a few other BMX street streamers. I don't know why, but their moto whips look so much cooler. Oh, the first time I kind of came like carving around the ramp itself. Like I entered right here and then kind of carved like this and then went up out right there. I also keep feeling like I have no speed coming into it. Maybe I should be doing a different line. Oh, I could just drop in right here. Maybe that's the answer. Or I could gap. All right, hold up. Right, try pedaling before you hit the line. That's exactly what I was starting to feel like too, is I just don't have enough speed. That was not. Maybe that was the answer. Let's try a few more. I got One Direction, Eastern Advent. Wait, what's Sweet Lemons? That's crazy. I think I'm gonna get BMX Streets. It looks fun, dude. It really is. Pro pipe player. Yeah, pro pipe player. Bye-bye, bear. Okay, I think we're gonna give up. I just can't come into it right. I don't know what it... Oh wait, I have an idea. Let's try one more. We'll try one more different line leading into it and see if that's gonna do it. Shit. Way off. Okay. You see what I mean? It's happening. I called it out. Earlier how I said a lot of times I'll almost get a gap. Okay, wait, this is the line. I think that we call it. I think that's as close as we're gonna get. Now we go over to the bowl. Quick little bowl sesh, if I will, if we will. 6:30, dang, Cinnamon. I doubt you'll even be up by 9. If you pump in the corners gain speed by dropping in, right? Theoretically. Okay, also, I see a gap. I see a drop-in gap that needs to be hit. The only problem with this drop-in gap is I'm getting about 8 frames per second. So that exact issue is very hard to avoid. Steering at high speeds. I was trying to gap all the way over. Okay, let's see if we can find some flow in this. Let's see if we can find some flow in this bowl. I'll do a bowl sesh right now. What type of 450? I used to have a KTM. It's a 450 EXC 2007. That was the bike that destroyed my shoulder. Has anyone ever came up to your van and scared you? Not really. Not really, like, intentionally or unintentionally. I mean, like, the cops have kicked me out. That scared me sometimes. I've definitely had some, like, sketchy people approach the van asking for a lighter or a cigarette or something. They appeared to be very scary. You know, they had, like, a bunch of face tats and were all ragged and shit or something. Just, like, at first glance, one might be startled. Homeless, like some homeless dude. 8 frames per second's insane. It is. I really should do something about it. What's up, Salon? Okay, we're out of here. The bowl's not working for me. Should we just do a whole new map? I'm really liking a nice flowy map. I think you guys like that too. Something with some nice jumps that are easy to connect a bunch of different lines. Let's try this. I don't know if I've played here before. Salon, how are you doing, man? Stampy, is that the GPU reset? I think I took a picture of you telling me to do that yesterday and then I forgot. Spook Dan through the window. Yeah, new side quest. Yeah, nobody's really done that before. One time I was streaming just like this with this window uncovered. And I had some guy come and had the window open, came and like talked to me through the window and asked to see my van. He was a nice guy. He was like a young Russian kid that wanted to do van life and he lived in his car. 39 months as a sub. Are you for real, Salon? Almost 40 months? Dude, that's like on my to-do list today is print some new stickers. Oh, fuck, I don't know how shipping will go. Send them all the way over yonder. But I need to get some stickers printed out to be able to send out to the homies for scenarios like that. That's insane. Wow, they made this map really pretty, but like... It seems like they put more work into the vibe than they did the actual skate park area. I don't know, maybe not. Let's see. Oh, where are we going? I'd go up the stairs set. Oop. What's that say? Slippery when wet? Okay. I've never played here before. How can I get one of your stickers? That was a great question. First I just have to print some off. Then you'll be able to buy them on the Etsy store. Or I think I'm going to start just kind of giving them out willy-nilly. Like I'll post a random video and then maybe I'll go live and say first person to comment on that video I'll send some stickers to or do some shit. Just like a bunch of stuff like that. Speaking of which, dude, we got 100 viewers on TikTok right now. I appreciate you guys being here a ton. If you wouldn't mind, if even one of you guys did it, it would take a second. Click on my profile picture and just go comment on my most recently posted video. Just any positive comment. It's an ad video. So if you could just go and be like, oh, I really want one of these, or great video, or cool flashlight, or some shit like that, or I'm gonna go buy one now. Big talk for someone with 8 frames per second is diabolical. Okay, hold up. Should we try to hit the rail? I think we have to hit that rail gap. Damn, dude, I need to redo my hoodies, Salon. I do not have a TikTok shop. I should look into how that works. It's a great question. Nova, what's good, man? Thanks for pulling up. I hate to say it, this map is super vibey and cool. Maybe I gotta give it a chance. We should give it a chance. Where the hell are the lines at? Okay, hold up. Let's just flow this little half pipe here. Well, that's all this is. Okay, hold it. No, let's get out of here. There's literally just a half pipe. I guess there's those decks up top. Could do some cool stuff with those, I suppose. The lighting is really cool, but the lighting makes it really hard to see where the hell I'm going. Okay, here we go. Now here's the main bowl, it seems. Oop. Is it dark for you guys too in certain areas? Oh, if I would have did an ollie out of that, that could have been cool. I'll do that after the stream. Wait, what's Sean gonna do? Sean's wild. I was assuming it's for the doctor appointment. Oh wait, Cinnamon and Sean are Sean again. Nova, thank you for the sub, man. Appreciate you pulling up. This is a perfect example for me taking 6. Yeah, I feel that, Cinnamon. That's relatable. God damn it. Okay. The key combo. Stampy, I'm gonna try to remember to do that right after stream. I'm scared to do it whilst. Look how beautiful this map is. Damn, whoever did this did an amazing job. The problem is the map itself doesn't seem to be very fun. Okay, wait, here's the main bowl. Oh shit. Wait, why does this look so familiar? Is this a famous skate park in real life? Is this where they host a big BMX? Uh-oh. Is this where they have... What the fuck's it called? It's like one of the biggest BMX contests there are. Is this like a remake of that park? Damn, no way. Hello, Kitty. I can see that, Cinnamon. I can totally see that. Where did you say you have to go drop a comment? Oh, dude, Kieran, if you could just comment on my most recently posted video, I'd really appreciate it. Just like any positive comment in regards to the video. Like good video or cool flashlight. Kevin, what's good, bro? Oh, wait, what did Mally say? Oh, yeah, totally can. Dude, Mr. Kevin, thank you so much. 6 months on the Big Dog subscription's insane, bro. W Kevin in the chat. Kevin has been now, he just hit that half a year mark on the Big Dog membership. Damn, bro. What's up, Kevin? How's the KS wheel been? Wait, I didn't even think of this. You were totally on the sim rig. Or you're probably just not supposed to use the sim racing rig after surgery, right? Who made a dirty joke? Must have been the wind. Appreciate you pulling up, Kevin. How you been, man? Feeling good to be back home? Posted pics of my baby goats in the Discord? No way. One is pregnant, and one had her babies last night. Dude, Kevin is probably living one of the most fulfilling lives that you could live. Kevin's just like living like the most American dream. He works hard. He gets paid good for it. He's got a homestead with a bunch of goats and dogs and chickens and shit. A whole family. He's got like a whole herd of kids as well. Super sick. Is your rig working better? The racing simulator is. Kieran, thank you so much, man. You'll probably be the only person to do it. The sim racing rig works great. My laptop does not. My laptop is still... Oh, where are we going? Causing many issues. The laptop needs some love, and I don't know what to do about it. Hold up. We found a new drop-in point. Oh, I wish that there was more room up here. Oh, wait. Okay, hold up. What's up with this ledge? See if we can get up over onto there. We drop in from up here somewhere? Oh, yeah. Damn. Okay, hold up. We got something going on. Waffle says, what's up? What's up, Waffle? Welcome. Welcome in. What was it like living in the van? Cost per month? That's super, super variable. Some people manage to spend thousands on thousands a month living in a van, and some can spend like hundreds for a whole month. I've never really have kept track of my expenses. I totally should. For sure, glad you're doing okay. Thank you, Paul. Appreciate you pulling up, dude. What you up to? How's the day going? How's it been? But figure somewhere around $100 a month for insurance for your van. Gas totally depends on how much you drive. That's like completely dependent. And once again, food is completely dependent. That doesn't change whether you live in a house or in a van. However much you spend on food every month isn't gonna really change. Ooh. Van insurance, gas, phone bill isn't gonna change unless you change it, of course. So that's just whatever you're already paying. You have propane, that's an added expense. If you cook every meal, figure, I don't know, $30 a month for propane or something maybe. I really don't know. How's fuel costs been recently? Not good. Would you sell the van? I mean, like, eventually. Nothing lasts forever. Eventually I'll sell it. For the right amount, I'd sell it right now. But the right amount would be way more than it's actually worth. Small form factor, full-size PC, Dan. Dude, Kevin with the super chat. First super of the stream. Love you, Dan. Glad to see you streaming. Thank you, dude. Yep, sorry for the lack of content in recent times. Glad to see you back. I was saying yesterday how grateful I was for the regulars to pull up. It's funny, dude. It's kind of like whenever I don't go to the gym, it's like if you're like big into lifting and you miss like one day lifting weights, you feel like you lost all progress. It's easy to be like, man, or especially if you like miss like 3 days. It's like, what's the point of even going at this point? Like, I blew it. It's like that was streaming for me super bad. If I don't stream one day, then it's like I'm not gonna the next day, probably the next day, and then by then it's like, dude, everybody forgot about me anyway. What's the point of going live? The algorithm's gonna hold me at 2 viewers the whole time, and all the regulars they already moved on. That's exaggerated, but I do appreciate you guys pulling up. Shit. Oh, let's do a foot jam whip on the top of that. That'd be insane. Okay, hold up. Let me think. How's that even? Oh no, that's not gonna work. Unless I could get right on the very tip top of it like that. But I don't think I can count on that happening. Uh-oh. Okay, wait. There's a sick line right there. Check this out. Shit. Let's try again. Waffle, appreciate you pulling up, dude. Hope you have a great rest of the day. Sean. That was kind of cool. That was actually really sick. Hold on. I love those little glitchy things that like I could not do again if I wanted to. Okay, check it out. Backflip whip drop. That was kind of, you know, I don't know. Sick, like inverted that. Oh, that was the cool part though. I'll never forget about you. Kevin, appreciate you, dude. How's the day? I assume you're off today, Kevin? How do I move my camera a little bit? Mode? Okay, there we go. Oh. Never mind. I thought my front peg clipped the coping and then I did the tail whip, but I just ran into the ramp. That was not near as cool as I thought it was. 50K likes. Oh, shit. Does that mean new map? Perfect timing. Honestly, I was just kind of getting burnt out of this map. This map's really good. The lighting is just too dramatic. They went for some really moody lighting with like how it's really bright and then you're in the shadows. I think the dark is too dark and the bright is too bright. Let's go back to the OG map. This is like the map. Do you prefer the e-bike over a 450 or do you have both? I sold my 450. Is it worth it? Yeah, definitely. The game or the van? Both, I guess. Depending on who you are for both, actually. I'm on light duty at work. Gonna be doing office work until surgery. Damn. So you are, even right now, you're limited. Damn, dude. Yeah, that's gnarly. What's up, JB? I sold the 450 before building the van just to fund building the van. Selling my 450 pretty much paid for essentially all of my appliances and solar power in the van. Like most of the big costs of the build out. I essentially traded the 450 for, price-wise. They're, I don't know, it's so tough. The electric dirt bikes and real dirt bikes are just two total different categories. It's like really similar to comparing a dirt bike to a sport bike, I feel. Like they're just in such, they're both bikes, but they're both entirely, or even comparing a dirt bike to a mountain bike is kind of similar vibe. I really want to I want to have both. I really want to have both, ideally. I had just, probably half a year ago, installed a rear hitch on the van, so if I wanted to, I could put my electric dirt bike on a hitch mount in the back and then put a real dirt bike on the front, or vice versa. And I'd like to do that just so you'll get the best of both worlds. Because like the street legal 450 is really sick, because then I can hop on the highway and drive like an hour away if I wanted to, or even 30 minutes down the highway. But the e-ride's cool, the electric dirt bike's cool, because I can like ride right through the middle of a downtown area, like a small, cool, cute downtown. And it's dead silent. It's like I'm just putzing through. And you can hop on a bike trail, like a bicycle trail or a sidewalk, and rip. I spent a lot of time riding like bike trails, paved bike trails in Colorado through the mountains. That is way cooler than any riding that I could do on a 450 on pavement. A Hayabusa dirt bike would be insane. Sean, that is crazy. Sean's always on some crazy shit. Vending machine lunch today, nice. Nice. That's got to kind of hit, though, after being gone on the RV trip and everything, like, just back to the norm. I'm hoping I can ride my bike in Belfast tomorrow. Whoa. Belfast. That sounds pretty sick. Fix FPS? No. What's up, e-bike? Welcome back. Oh. Oh. DRZ 650 or KL 650. I really do want an adventure bike. That's for a long time. That was one of the highest things on my bucket list, is to live off of a 650 or something like that, an enduro bike or a adventure bike, a small adventure bike, for 2 or 3 months. Just sleep in a hammock, occasionally get a hotel if I'm feeling like I'm crashing out, being homeless. And ideally like Pacific Northwest or up to Alaska to ride a KTM 690, Husqvarna 701, Honda 650, DRZ 650, shit, maybe even like an 1190, or a BMW, what are those, like the GS 900s or the BMW 700s or whatever those are. Can't think of there's any of those weird sized ones would be sick. Electric dirt bikes have free wheels like mountain bikes with instant power. Yeah, yep. Instant power. The electric bikes, definitely. The electric dirt bikes are just different. It was nice sleeping in my bed. 1,200 miles in the RV. Damn, dude, 1,200. This game is BMX Streets. It's kind of like Riders Republic, but way better. Yeah, DRZ 650. Yeah, those things, I guess I haven't heard much of the DRZ 650s, but I mean, the DRZ 400s are obviously known to be like the most bulletproof bike ever. I have a 2.0 E-Ride Pro, Sam. I have a 2.0 SS, which I'm super happy with it, actually. Dude, Stoner Deer, what is good, man? What is good? Stoner Deer, W Stoner Deer in the chat with the 10 super. I lived on a 125 adventure bike, rode from the UK Lake District all the way to Italy. No way. With a full month spent in the French Alps. Are you for real? Over in the UK. Yeah, I've talked about wanting to do that, to fly over the big pond and do the same exact thing. Rent a bike for a couple weeks or a month and just live in cheap hostels and ride around. I'm scared to do it, I'm not gonna lie. My biggest issue right now is the knee holding me back. Dude, Kevin with the super. Kevin using a super chat to say W Stoner Deer for a super chat is insane. I want an off-road lazy boy because I'm lazy. Dude, I feel that. That's also, like I was saying, I was kind of starting to stray into, I said I want to ride across the country on like a 650, and I slowly just started listing off more and more bikes. I hate to say it, but like a Harley is definitely on that list. I wouldn't mind doing like It'd be more fun to have an adventure bike and be able to get onto dirt roads and stuff, but it'd be equally cool to have like a Harley and ride like across the country or even just across a few states. Would be super sick. D Clang, thanks for the follow. First new follower in a while. Belfast is a city in Northern Ireland. Damn, Full Lot Gold Rush is a legend, dude. Of a legend. How old is the van? 2015. It's crazy. It's 11 years old. It seems, to me, it seems like a brand new van. It feels like it looks like a brand new van in my opinion, which it kind of does. The 2020s haven't, or the 2026s haven't changed much from what they were doing in 2015. King, thanks for the follow. Dragon, bet, dude. Yeah, someday I'd like to be able to go across the big pond and be able to travel over there and make videos of it. Oh, yeah, dude, a bagger would be so sick. Harley suck, yeah. I know, I totally agree. But I absolutely want a Harley. I want to live through the Harley phase. I really wanted to learn how to wheelie a Harley. That's been pretty big on my bucket list for many years, but I think my busted knee is the reminder that I don't need to do that. Kyrian, thank you for the roses. Love you, mans. Much appreciate. Gotta go. JB, thanks for pulling up, dude. Hope you have a good rest of the day. Appreciate you being here. Homie says, bro, give him your Busa. Do not let me on a Hayabusa. If you mean me, whatever happens, do not let me on a Hayabusa. I think that'd be less than good for everybody in that situation. Victory bikes are nice. Now they're Indian. I like the Victory better. Wait, now they're Indian. I guess I don't know anything about Victory bikes. Dude, Carrion, thank you for all the 44 roses, 50 roses. Thank you, dog. Thank you, good sir. Oh, biggest, I think that's the biggest TikTok gifter all stream. Oh, we got the Tony Hawk. We got the Tony Hawk never ending line going. Kind of got stuck in a manual for a second there. The Busa is the only bike. Dude, that's insane. At a full dresser, super gay, overrated. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, yeah, Harleys are way overrated. They're heavy, they're underpowered, they're expensive. It's like the old saying, the most efficient way to turn power into noise without the byproduct of horsepower is a Harley. But like, it's still an era I want to live through. It's just like living in a van sucks. You know what I mean? Living in a van, there are plenty of people that could say confidently with their chest that they tried living in a van, they think it's overrated and it sucks, and it's over-glorified. It's like, and it does, they're not wrong. But it's still cool to be able to go through that era. Victory is now an Indian motorcycle. Victory is owned and made by Polaris. Damn, I didn't know anything about that. Victory is now the Indian motorcycle, and it was originally made by Polaris. How have I not heard anything about that before? Big flip. Bags on the Busa is insane. Yeah, dude, what is it called when you race from New York City to LA? Cannonball? Do a Busa. I wonder what the time is for a Busa doing the cannonball. Is that what it's called? Cannonball run? I mean, the Hayabusa's had to do that before, right? Would you go cross country or across some states? Train to train camping? Oh, dude, I couldn't do that. Train hopping? I follow a guy, my mutuals with a guy on TikTok. We followed each other for a few years now. His username is the Anywhere Hobo Man. Anywhere Hobo Man. And he hasn't been as much lately. He's been doing a bunch of like hitchhiking. Just like standing on the side of the road and sticking out a thumb. But prior to that, his main content was doing train traveling, where he'd hop on trains and ride them across the US. Super gnarly, super badass. I don't got the balls to do it. I have confidence in places more so like bikes rather than that. Super gnarly stuff. Like he has some videos where he'd be like out, he'd show his location on the map. It'd be like a video of him like hiding underneath of a train, like laying up in the frame rails of the train. and it's obviously not moving. He's like, I don't know. It's like pitch black. He's like, I don't know what happened, but it's like 2 a.m. and the train came to a dead stop, and we haven't moved for like 4 hours. I just keep going back to sleep and waking up, and we're still not moving. And he's like, I have like 3 sips of water left. And then he'll show like his location on his map, and he's like, you know, tens at least, or hundreds of miles from a town, like cannot walk himself to a town. He's like, I sure hope they start moving the train soon, because super gnarly stuff. Listen to me. Yo, what's good, Mr. Relaxed Ant? My dad's an engineer. For speed, they had a train hopper. Oh, no way. Yeah, I mean, there's a couple other train hoppers I've seen on TikTok, and they're definitely some scary looking individuals. Like, can see that. Dan the Goat, what's up, Anthony? How you been, dude? How's life? How's the racing chase and everything else? What can you get? Yeah, for 200 miles an hour. Be a bird for $6,000. A boosa. Yeah. I'm chilling on 200 miles an hour. I have no urge to go over 100 miles an hour anymore. I'm very thankful. Thankfully, I was at my peak of wanting to go fast. When I was at my peak of wanting to go fast, I already spent all the spare money I could have on a street legal 450 dirt bike, and I had a couple slow ass cars, so I physically could not go fast. The dirt bike topped out at like 110. My supercharged Tacoma topped out at like 100. My E46, I think the fastest I went was like 130 something, and it took like a 20 miles straight with my foot to the floor for 30 minutes to get to that speed. Oh wait, Kevin, dude, hope you have a good rest of the day. Appreciate you pulling up. Thank you for the supers, man. I'll be off this weekend for some light racing with the KS Pro. Sick. I'm definitely gonna have to hop into a stream. So badass, dude. That is such a good looking wheel. The KS Pro has a great size screen. The FSR2's screen is kind of obnoxious, to be honest. Patrick, that's crazy work. I'm in. That'd make for a good YouTube video. I drove all the way to Canada to buy Taco Bell. Or I drove to Canada to have this fast food. Things are shaping to be a dope summer, dude. No way. Possibly getting some seat time, Mr. Ant. Is that what you mean? I hope that is exactly what you mean. Question mark. Thanks for the follow. Also, I think we're going to be hopping off... What the hell is that? I think we're going to be hopping off stream pretty soon. I really need to get some other stuff done today. What time is it? I'm sorry, I've missed a few comments. Damn, dude. Kevin, you did 165. Yeah, dude, that's plenty fast enough. I think fastest I went with me driving was in the Beamer, a little over 130. Fastest I've been on a bike was probably topping out my 450, which is like, I think I did 117 was what which is insane, dude. For a dirt bike, it's nuts that a dirt bike, my front wheel was like floating because I had full dirt bike knobbies on it. And the front tires, like most dirt bike knobby tires, there's like the center knob sticks way out, and those tires had like an offset center knob, or no, not offset, how would you say it, like staggered. It's like one knob is small, and then the next knob is bigger, the next one's smaller, next one's bigger, and it was like I was only bouncing off of the tallest, I don't know. It felt terrible. 117 felt like I was doing 100 million miles an hour on the dirt bike. Come ride my Gen 1? Shit, dude. That's the thing. That's what I've always said, why I don't even want to ride a crotch rocket. Is like, if I'm on a bike that does 180, I'm doing 140 at least. You know what I mean? Like or even just 100. If you're on a bike that does 200, like, Obviously, you're going to touch 100 miles an hour quickly. It's like, oh, God. I don't need to do that. What if a tire pops? What if a tire pops? Okay, on a track. Okay, on a track. Now I'm into it. Like and when you say track, do you mean like with corners or do you mean a drag strip? Shake like a chihuahua for 30 minutes after? Right, yeah, my heart probably can't even handle going that fast anymore. I'd probably have like a heart attack or something. What's good, Mystic? Ooh, we do that with the RC crawler tires. Need a faster e-scooter? How fast does yours go? 20? Watching from Kenya? Appreciate it, man. You still in here? I should probably bail corners. Wow, in Georgia. Fastest I've went is 62? Dude, that's a E-Ride Pro topped out, isn't it? Dude, that's like 60 on a E-Moto is fast, man. Speaking of which, I haven't told anybody about this because I wasn't sure if it was actually going to happen or not. I may or may not have another electric dirt bike showing up tomorrow. May or may not. Speaking of which, I need to email another electric dirt bike company that I've been talking to, and I haven't heard back from in a little while. Oh, actually two. I need to email 2 companies today. Am I just 20? Yeah. Dude, those electric scooters, looking at one that does like 36, yeah. I don't know, man. For an electric scooter, 20 is fast enough. You know what I mean? Ooh. It sounds like you may, just maybe. Watching from South Africa, do appreciate you. I have a good amount of viewers from South Africa, believe it or not. It's impressive. The sandwich of knowledge? Wait, what was I missing? What did Sean say? Did I miss a Sean comment? There's no Bass Pro Shops within 100 miles of me? Rip. Honestly, probably same for me. Where would the closest Bass Pro here be? Probably like close to 100. There's a scooter that pushes 70. Yeah, dude. I've met a bunch of people that have scooters that do, yeah, 70 miles an hour. They're insane. I've seen some scooters that are absolutely nuts looking. They like sit like a foot off the ground. The tires on them are like big ass off-road tires, full suspension. The deck of the scooter is like fucking this wide. It's like a skate, I don't know. I've seen some insane scooters when I was in the ride outs in Los Angeles where a bunch of electric bikes met up. There was some nut, and people were hauling ass. They're wearing like full like sport bike gear on their scooters. And for good reason. Oh. That's upsetting. I have 2 near me. Wait, no way. I just want the more violet. Oh yeah, acceleration. Also, the speed limit around here is 36. And I just feel unsafe doing 20 in the bike lane. That's kind of valid. Then you are entering, though, that is illegal. An e-scooter that does over 20 miles an hour, if a cop, if they care enough and if they're having a bad day, they could really give you a hard time over doing 36 on a scooter. You could get in a lot of trouble. Impound the scooter and all sorts of shit they could hit you with. Not saying they will, but it does open up that window. It's kind of nice. The innocence of a fully legal scooter, bike, car, or whatever is worth something. But I get you, yeah, going too slow on electric devices or bikes is definitely more dangerous if you're in a busy area. That's what I'm always scared. Like, I've taken a lot of friends with me. Dude, Cody, yes. I've had friends that do crazy EUC, they call them, electric unicycles. Same shit, they do 70 miles an hour. A lot of the Los Angeles electric bike rides are hosted by an EUC group. And like the main 3 dudes that are putting on the ride, they're like directing traffic and everything. Dude, they're psychos. They're like going on the interstate, cutting up traffic on a unicycle. Like literally 70 miles an hour, just like standing there. I don't know, shit's gnarly. Yeah, ex-boyfriend, eventually. It'll probably be a little bit yet. I still need to film with the wheelbases and such. You play Battlefield? No, I never really got into Battlefield. I played Battlefield 3, as like I think everybody did. Arthur, the dog, is snoozing away. She's laying in the bed, conked out. She already went on a bike ride and had breakfast. A dude rock, that'd be wild. I saw a unicycle, it did 90. Yep, they're out there. It's insane, dude. I've been riding right beside them, doing 60 miles an hour on a highway beside these unicycles where the guy's just standing there, doing 60 miles an hour, just standing straight up. And I'm like, it looks so sketchy. Those guys are nuts. Those guys are really nuts. Yeah, it's so insane. Way more badass than a bike in a way. In its own way. I have a 5080 i9, but my computer is pretty much dead, and it's probably just from being ran really hard. I'm having a lot of computer issues right now. And it might just be my equipment's getting tired from long streams. No, the sim racing rig has no issues, but my computer does. The rig itself's fine, but I got something going on with my computer that I can't get going. Right, yep, Mystic. That's like, you know how it is. That's how it is with everything. From bikes to RC to electric bikes to dirt bikes to street bikes to cars. It's like you'll always have that feeling of like, mine's good enough, but... And I'm in that same spot with my E-Ride Pro. I'm so... the E-Ride Pro feels... I'm so not stoked on it anymore. That's like, I just want something new, just to have something new. Like, if it, like, and be a little bit more powerful. I'd love to have a little more power. And a little better suspension would be cool. And mainly just something that's not, you know, something that's exciting. Scooter, you're standing up. Right, but you're also holding on. Right, yeah, the electric unicycles, the idea of just standing there and not holding anything is so weird. Sadly, I have to have a laptop for a few reasons, mainly for power draw. For space, obviously, in the van, but even more than that, power draw, I'm stuck on a laptop. That's valid, Mystic. Do you plan to get a car soon? What's up, cool boys? Yeah, the dog's sleeping. The goth computer, half dead inside, real. I like my computer like I like my women. Operating at a low level. I'm totally kidding. I wish that all the women I met and all the computers I have were operating at their best. Sadly, that's not usually the case. I was about right before I hurt my knee. About 1 year ago, I was extremely close to buying a used Ultra B to replace my E-Ride Pro. But then they came out with this year's Ultra B that has the actual appropriate amount of power. And the new 2026 Ultra B has those bronze forks, which to me are worth $1 million. I don't know why every electric dirt bike doesn't have bronze forks on it. Personal preference, and every dirt bike. I think that's just like a red Honda dirt bike with some nice gold bronze front forks is just, that's peak dirt bike. Cinemy, have a good day. Appreciate you hanging out. On behalf of God's women everywhere, you're welcome. The world thanks you for your service. But then I hurt my knee, and I was like, damn, dude, the last thing I need is a heavier, more powerful bike to be getting hurt on. And then right after that, I started getting in trouble with the cops a little bit on electric dirt bikes. So I also was like, damn, dude, if I get an Ultra B, it's actually going to make my riding experience less enjoyable because I'm going to be more worried about the cops. And they're going to give me more trouble because the Ultra Bs absolutely look more like a dirt bike. Especially because I would want to do like a 18, and the bike that I was looking at had, I don't remember, is it 1821s? The KKE aftermarket wheels, like offset dirt bike setup. So it looked like a real dirt bike. But also the Ultra Bs look insane with Supermoto wheels on them. Cinemy, have a good day. Appreciate you pulling up. Yeah, you're right, bro. I wouldn't be surprised, Sam. I wouldn't be surprised if all bikes are going to start adding that auto wheelie controller in the next year or two. I'd imagine that most of the big brands will have something like that. It's crazy that that's a thing. Oh, the dog is right here. She's asleep. She's asleep. I'd imagine the dog's going to wake up any minute and start telling me that she wants to go do something. Kieran, to be honest, I try to avoid the cold the best that I can. I really do. I go snowboarding like once every other winter. It's kind of how it's timed out. Yeah, 5090s are so expensive. I have a 5080 i9. Oh, I missed my pop. Another thing I like my scooter is its torque mode. The motor can boast up to 800 watts. Damn. Damn, not bad. That's like the average pedal assist mountain bike is more like 500 watts, I think, give or take 100. Damn, not bad. Yeah. The electric bike thing is, there's so many ups and downs of having a bigger or more powerful unit. Like it's better and worse at the same time. Also, we should probably hop off pretty soon. The numbers have slowly dwindled down. I'm probably not pushing my live video at all, or my video I posted today. And that's what I was trying to get accomplished. Oh, how nice. A fellow off-grid liver commented on my flashlight video. Let's see. Oh, dude, the new ad video has 7,000 views. Oh, no, that was yesterday's ad video. Shit, today's ad video has 1,000. That is not good. Somebody commented and said, this is how people die in movies. What's up, Scott Larson? Please don't spam. I see you. What's good? What's good? My bad. I was just checking to see how that video is doing. Minus 750. Dies in about an hour. Damn. Yep. 750's dialed. Got any fun plans or ideas for the summer? Not really. I'm actually I don't know what I'm doing at all. I think within the next couple weeks I'll be hopefully getting some sort of direction on if I can do anything about my knee, and then finishing all my van projects. And I really don't know what I'm doing after. Very likely I'll just start heading west again. Go towards Colorado. Oh, is my controller dying? Just did a front flip on its own terms. Oh, I think my front controller might be dying. Maybe not. Usually it starts doing a bunch of weird shit. What was I saying? Oh yes, I'm not too sure. I don't really have any fun plans in particular. Very likely next winter though, I'll be back down in Southern California. I've been missing that. I think that's the biggest thing I'll miss. Whenever I do get a normal life, I buy some sort of permanent home base, whether that's a house, a duplex, just a piece of land, if I buy a piece of land somewhere, or a cabin out in the woods, ideally. Whenever I do that, I think the biggest thing I'll miss is the ability to just casually go live in somewhere where I would otherwise never want to live. Like, I think even if I had like $10 million okay, if I had 10 mil in the bank, I would do it. If I had $1 million, or if I made over $100,000 a year, you know, if I was like real comfortable and I could kind of afford to live in Southern California, San Diego, Los Angeles, Santa Monica, Santa Barbara, Santa's workhouse, toy shop. Even if I could afford to live in SoCal, I don't think I'd ever actually want to live there. I wouldn't want to buy property there. I wouldn't want to pay the rent there. But it's insanely sick to live there. So like the van is so dialed to just like go do that for like 2 months, experience it, and by the time you're sick of the hobos and the expensive groceries and gas and all the bad sides of it, then you dip to the mountains and go chill. What's good, Rick? We about to link up next few weeks for show, definitely. Dude, you gotta are you gonna get the van together or what? What's your plan? Can always go do the SoCal in the van forever. That's kind of fair. I guess you can always forever, even just like to buy an old RV or some shit. If I ever sold the van and bought a house, you can still take like a couple weekend trip down to SoCal. Damn. Wait, Nicholas, where are you at again? Washington? Are you in Pacific Northwest? Yeah, dude, the SoCal winters are just unlike anything else. I want to visit Cali over the summer, go for a coastal drive. Yeah, Ellie, I feel that. Worth doing. That was supposed to be that's supposed to be my travel plans since year one in the van. I've been in the van 6 years. Every year I said I was going to go to San Diego for the winter and then make my way all the way up the coast to the very furthest north, Pacific Northwest, Washington, Oregon, up into Canada, hopefully. And for 6 years now, I've managed to not do it. Something comes up every summer. Every summer, something comes up that pulls me back east, back towards Colorado or Iowa. But I did make it from Southern California to Northern California this year along the coast. And I can say that 1000% it is worth doing, no matter how you do it. If you live anywhere in the area and you can, just car camp. Just pack up your car, research how to do car camping, and just sleep in your car at like the cool beach spots along the way going up the 1 or the 101. Absolutely heavily recommend as a once in a lifetime thing. Cheap Gamer, appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. Appreciate the kind words, dude. The weather at Santa's workshop is nice this time of the year. Right, all year round, especially if you're an elf. Then you're just built for any weather. Go to Europe this summer. Oh, that's right. Truck camper. Right. I've ended up in Washington every year van life. Yeah, that's like my Colorado. It's like you cannot help it. At some point in time, I end up there. Ontario, gang. It would be cool. I was supposed to make it to Canada last summer, but I didn't. I'm not a beach guy. Yeah, Rock says I'm not a beach guy. I prefer the mountains 10-1. I think I'm about the same. But that's the beauty of it, though. It's just like what I was saying is like, I would never, even if I could afford to, I wouldn't want to buy something in SoCal. But being able to like go live on the beach for 2 months and like get that out of my system, because like even as not a beach guy, it's still sick. Maybe we'll play BeamNG on controller tomorrow. There's a chance we'll run some Beam on controller tomorrow. The racing simulator will be back in the van in a couple weeks, probably. What's up, Arian? What's up, Bruce? The games, BMX Streets. Grizz, I've done a mix of blue collar and white collar, and more recently, social media stuff. You also have to worry about wild animals or even serial killers. Yeah. I don't worry about either of those things too much anywhere, to be honest. I mean, like, I'm more, or do you mean in the mountains? I think you're more likely to run into a serial killer on the beach in Southern California than you are in the mountains of Colorado, or the mountains of anywhere, for that matter, for sure. There was a girl that I was hanging out with pretty regularly who lived in a van, and we could not come to agreement on that. She was like deathly afraid of the mountains. It was so weird. She lived in a van for like well over a year, never been to the mountains. She drove through them, but she was like, yeah, I really like them, but like as a solo female traveler, I just can't feel safe out there. Meanwhile, we were parked in like probably the most dangerous fucking parking lot in San Diego, California, and there are creeps and scary people and homeless people and gang banging looking people walking around all the time. Like, I'm sorry, but where we sit right now is like 100 times more likely for something bad to happen to you than in the mountains. There's no way. We could not agree on that. That same parking lot, yeah. I was about to say, that same parking lot, we were hanging out the one day. Me and her were just kicking it on the other side of the parking lot. We saw a whole bunch of cop cars come flying over the bridge. Eventually, we saw the cop helicopter come in. Like, damn, something's going on somewhere around here. Turns out, there was a homeless dude going from van to camper to camper, because there's tons of vans and campers in these parking lots in SoCal. And he was knocking on every door asking people for a phone charger. He knocked on one of our friends' doors. I think it was Ryan that he knocked on his door and asked for a phone charger, and Ryan like went and found and gave him a phone charger. And then he kept going and asking people, knocking on doors. Eventually, he pulled a knife on and stabbed somebody in the parking lot, and the police gadded him down He is no longer with us. He was sent to the gulag. Probably about 100 yards away from us, where we were hanging out and where we lived full time in that parking lot. That's crazy. That is so crazy. New subscriber, Michael, appreciate the sub. FRMDA, thank you very much for the follow. First new follower we've gotten in a really long time. We're 4 followers away from 20 new followers all stream. I'll shout out the next 4. Arthur, that's a great question that I've never really ran the numbers on. Charlie, thank you for the follow. Putting us 3 away from 20 new follows a stream. If you guys wouldn't mind, I have 80 viewers right now on TikTok. If even one of you guys went and commented on either of my 2 most recent posts, if you're feeling real generous, appreciate it. They're both ad posts, the 2 like advertisement sponsored videos, and they're kind of flopping as ad videos do. So if you guys wouldn't mind just going and commenting like some random positive ass comment, I'd really appreciate it. Just comment like, great video, or you really got me, or that's a sweet flashlight, or some shit. I do not have a house. What's up, Skids? What is good? Welcome in. Arthur, appreciate you subbing. Love Cali. Yeah, right, literally. Sand camping is $40 a day in Florida. Excuse me. I have yet to ever sand camp. I am scared to drive my van onto sand or anywhere near a beach. I've seen too many videos of people's vans being stuck in the sand as the tide is coming in, and they're like literally getting like swept out to sea in their RV or van. I cannot chance that. How many more years do you plan on living in the van? I think this might be the last year. Right now I'm in some I've been doing some big van renovations. I got like a short series going on where I'm doing a bunch of van upgrades, and it's gonna be a full-length YouTube video of like doing a pretty good little overhaul. Pretty much replace my microwave for air fryer, replacing my roof vent for air conditioner, new fridge, new mattress, new heater, surround sound. Just doing a bunch of like things to make the van feel fresh, be able to have be excited about some new shit. I'm doing all those things in hopes to make me feel like I can last one more year in it as I figure out where I want to be and what I want to do. So I don't know. I've been looking at some houses in the Midwest here on and off for quite a while. I keep getting drawn back to looking at properties out east in the mountains of Appalachia. Is that how you pronounce it? I cannot help but finding myself looking at Facebook posts of houses in Appalachia and really feeling like that is it. That is the move. You buy a badass cabin or house with 5 acres of mountains for like under $100,000. That's tough to argue. As a mountain-loving guy, same property in Colorado, you just add a 0 behind the price. $800,000 instead of $80,000 for the same properties. So I don't know. I need to figure out what I want to do. I'd say hopefully within this next year I'll figure out what I want to do, because I am definitely pretty over living in the van. I'm not gonna lie. I can do that for you. Thank you, Sam. Sam, on YouTube, it's my second most recent posted video, I think, is the ad. I'm moving in if you get a cabin, bet. We'll build a second one. We'll build a second cabin. You're selling the van, let me know. Yeah, that's gonna be a tough one. I don't know when I'll be able to justify selling this van. Roadworthy, thank you, bro. Thank you very much for the giftage. Oh, dude, does somebody on YouTube want to comment? What should I do for like a light goal? I should be doing a light goal. Can somebody comment every 100 likes equals change map? And I'll pin your comment. Living in a van, streaming. Does the internet work? Yes. How does the internet work? Starlink. Arthur, that I do not know. Not enough. Come out this way. Let's go mushroom hunting for 2 weeks. Talking morale mushrooms or what? I've been seeing that morels are starting to pop up back here in Iowa. Oh, I should go mushroom hunting. Oh, dude, Rick, you should pull up. We should go. That's what we should do. That's like I was saying, dude. I was telling Rick to pull up. I have some family property in the area that we could camp on in the van. So I was like, well, there's not really much to do out there other than like have a campfire and like watch the creek. It's too cold to like play in the creek or some shit. Build a dam or something. But dude, it's like almost morale mushroom season, I think. We could go out and hunt for some mushrooms. We're definitely turning the van into a tree house when it dies, right? Yeah, that's one thing, I'm not gonna lie, Rock. That's a huge part of the Airbnb idea, the glamping campsite area idea, is it gives me a reason to keep the van forever and still put it to good use. Be able to Airbnb it, and then whenever I want to use it, take it out on a drive. It's there to use. Thank you. Appreciate I should have did that right at the beginning of the stream. I haven't been being a very good streamer guy lately. Kyrian Bet, dude. Did the sim work? The racing simulator does work, but my computer does not. My computer is still being issues. I don't know what's going on. Roadworthy, I'm doing good, man. How about you? Just playing some games. On what you're looking for? Wait, who commented that? It is absolutely morale season. Damn, build a dam or something? Beaver ass comment. Hey man, you trying to like pull up and build a dam and eat some wood? How much for the whiskey? How much for the whiskey? $1. Has anybody seen that meme? Can anybody get the meme reference, the meme video reference off of like those two lines? How much for that blank? How much for that whiskey? $1. Bro, it's so funny. It's so fucked up, Skids. Skids, maybe I'll send it to you on IG. Do I have you on Instagram? Maybe I'll send it to you on Instagram. It's super fucked up. Everyone. Build a dam or something. How long have you been doing YouTube? Well over, literally my entire life. Over 15 years. I think this particular channel is over 15 years old. I've probably been doing YouTube since I was like a little bit over 10 years old. And this was before there was even... Yo! What even was that, Ryan? What? I've never seen that before. Sent a gift for 404 jewels. Ryan, thank you. I've never seen somebody send a jewels gift like that. What's up, Lowlife? The inspiration to do YouTube there wasn't really a direct inspiration. Like I said, at the time, there was no such... YouTuber wasn't a word when I first posted YouTube videos. It being on IG says enough. Yeah, it's super dark humor. It's a really fucked up meme. It shouldn't be funny. What's up, Jilly? But I think people have asked me what made me want to do it, and I think subconsciously... Actually, no, not subconsciously. I don't know if you guys remember the flip camera from like the early 2000s. It came with an editing software. And I specifically remember begging my parents for that for a Christmas present. And the reason I wanted it so bad was because, I remember telling them it'd be so cool I'd be able to film videos and I'd be able to make an intro just like Robin Big. If you guys can picture the Robin Big intro. Let me tell you about my best friend. There's like stars shooting all over the screen. It's like super early 2000s vibe. I think that Robin Big and Viva La Bam were the reasons that I wanted to make videos. Jilly, how are you? Thank you for pulling up. It goes pretty good here. Broke the ice on streaming. I didn't stream for quite a while. Dude, no way. One of those flip cameras was your first. So the less fun part of the story is I never got the flip camera. But my best friend at the time, his mom had a flip camera, so we did use one for filming some bike and skate videos a bit. I ended up snagging a Sony camera. I actually ended up with like a way better camera for the situation. But it took a while. I didn't get that for a while until I came across that situation. Yep, Fantasy Factory too. Yeah, Fantasy Factory especially. You got the T-Rex. I remember seeing Rob like doing donuts with his T-Rex and thinking like, I want to live Rob Dyrdek's life actually. I just want to skateboard and like buy cool things and then beat them up and call that my job. That sounds really great. That was a sad ending to that story, right? Drama from Robin Big is how I got... Wait, on the MGK Wild Boy music video? I was on the Young and Reckless Street Team? Wait, Cody, wait, what? Insane lore drop. What do you mean by all that? What the hell are you talking about? Like skateboarding street team? Dude, I just saw on my TikTok, somebody posted like an old clip of Rob and Big when Rob started bullying Drama and being like, look, man, you have a brand called Young and Reckless, but when's the last time you did something that was young and reckless? So then they go and like rent that giant tube, like the giant like blob, I think they're called, just like a big airbag, and you like jumped like 10 stories out of a building down onto it. What's up, Tendy? Well, thanks for stopping in. I was putting Windows Movie Maker to work. Dude, exactly, Skid, same. Hi, Cassie. You woke up from your nap. I have to show you guys the dog because her face is looking really scrunched up and snuggly. Look how scrunchy her face is because she was napping. Because she was napping. Your face is huge. Look at this thing. Your face is giant. Your snout. Gosh, Cassie, you have got some real estate on that snoot. If only I could sell Cassie's Snoot Escape, then we'd be rich. It's just too bad that dogs' snoots weren't worth their weight in gold. Because Cassie's got plenty of snoot to go around. Why the long face, Cassie? Jilly, how was the stream with Kara? That is so sick. Rich, I tell you, rich. We would be just filthy rich. I was on the Young and Reckless street team. They'd send me free shirts and hats to wear skating. No way. I just watched all the Fantasy Factor episodes a few weeks ago. How'd you find them? What streaming platform? I should do that. That is insane lore. Cody B just casually dropping that is nutso. Now the driving rig will be back in probably a couple weeks. I have some big projects going on in the van I have to get finished up before I put the sim rig back up. Dude, what, Cody? Wait, so Cody, were you super good at skating, or were you on social media heavy back at that time already, or what? Oh shit, I think camera angle's all wacky now. Dude, what? How did that come about? Okay, hold up. Let me make sure that's not... We'll take it. It's good enough. Arthur, thank you very much, man. I appreciate you pulling up to the streams. See you in the next one. Hope you have a good rest of the day. Gotta go next stream. Thank you, sir. Oh, it's on Prime. I mean, I've been paying for Amazon Prime for a very long time. I've never used Prime Video. I don't know why. I feel weird about it. It was so fun. Went by fast, though. Definitely gonna visit again. Sick. So sick. Motion sim in the van. Can you imagine? Not with my luck with power and computers. I could never. I really hope that those two issues don't follow me into a house. Can you imagine I get a motion simulator and all of a sudden my computer can't handle it? Oh, I'd cry. Definitely was the funniest surprise ever. You didn't tell anyone you were going? No way, Jilly. You just like low-key showed up? Oh my god. That's sick. I couldn't do that. I wouldn't be able to do that. I'm the opposite of that. I would like double confirm like 10 times to make sure like everybody knew and like make sure I wasn't forgetting anything. Or should I buy 2 of the flashlights, zip tie them to my scooter? Definitely. Low-key, all you need is 1. They're so bright. We all posted on Tumblr? No way. Damn, I missed that whole era of social media. I didn't have Tumblr or MySpace. I had MSN Messenger. That's where I started. Why are some people's names green? That's from being a member. In the bottom right of the chat, I think you click on either the plus button or you click on the super chat button, the picture of $1, and then it comes up with 2 options that says super chat or member. Or wait, no, that's how you gift a membership. I don't even know how you buy one. I'm confused. I think maybe that still is the way to do it, in the bottom right. Kara knew. We got back with coffee and she said BRB guys, and then I took over stream. That's so sick. Oh, Kara knew, right. I tried to tell you I was going down there, but someone didn't check his DMs. I'm so bad at that. I am terrible at that. Damn, dude, Skids, I didn't even know that. I have a message from you. It's terrible. That was like my mom. I was showing something on my phone to my mom the other day. Or no, I was just showing my mom my new phone. And she was like, oh my god, you have 70 missed calls? I was like, yeah. It's like over 600 unopened emails, and then my social media folder on my phone is... It's not very bad on this phone yet. I just got a message back about something. What's the... Oh yeah, it's not on... TikTok doesn't show me, but I had like over like 1,000 other notifications, unopened notifications. I was like, yeah, my life is a mess. My whole life is a mess. I was mid at skating. Just had the skater, dude, nice. I've been on Skype with Drama before. No way, bro. That's so crazy. It really is a small world. That was like one dude who stops in my TikTok streams every once in a while. Shout out. Oh, I'm drawing a blank on his name. God dang it. I cannot think of it. He's an electric dirt bike creator. He's a huge electric dirt bike creator. I think he's got like 700,000 followers or some shit on TikTok. But I just got to know him because he used to stream, so he's a big video game guy. And more than anything, he's like full in on electric dirt bikes. He works at an electric dirt bike store. He makes tons of content about it. So that's how we connected. And I've known him for a while through the internet. And one day he joined stream and I was talking about Bam Margera. And he casually dropped the lore that he was, for many years, he worked in like human services, maybe you'd call it, helping people with addiction. And like going through like therapy, or not therapy, but whatever you'd call that process of being unaddicted. What am I trying to say here? Like when people go to rehab. He did like rehab sort of work. And worked with people. And he was like best friends with Ryan Dunn. Not best friends, but he was really tight friends with Ryan Dunn. And he worked with Bam in rehab multiple times. And he knows a good handful of the rest of the Jackass crew and has hung out with them. And I was like, bro, what a crazy random side lore to have. I was like, and it is like one of those things, like I've known the guy for so long, I would have never known if he didn't randomly hear me talking about Bam. Like, you don't just bring that up. Like, oh yeah, by the way, I know Bam Margera. By the way. It's kind of crazy though, slightly small world. Right, like recovery. Yeah, that one was a trip too. I was like, you what? You've hung out with Bam? How is he? And I think that he still talks with a few people from that crew. Jilly says, so Minecraft? Yesterday, I almost fired up Minecraft on stream. My game was lagging so bad, I couldn't even play this. And I asked chat, it was like, what do I do? What game can I play at 8 frames per second that the game is still playable? I think it was Skids, possibly, that said Minecraft. I was like, crap, you're totally right. Minecraft or like old school RuneScape's about the only things that came to mind. Ooh. Yeah, that was a super cool one though. I was like, what? Can you ask Bam if I can ride my electric dirt bike in the skate park? There was a point in time where I thought I was going to go to Bam's castle to ride my bike. I really wish I would have. Get a realm? Dude, that would be fun. I talked about it when I was streaming Minecraft a while ago. I was saying it would be cool to have a realm and play with viewers. Oh, that was a sick gap. Always almost. I never actually launched it. Yeah. Kyrian, dude, thank you so much for hanging out. Great viewer. It's 3:30. What time do you usually... Oh, gosh, I don't know. My schedule is very wishy-washy right now. I'd say... What am I doing tomorrow? Tomorrow's supposed to be really rainy. Usually I start stream... If I'm going to stream, it's usually before 2 p.m. Pacific Standard... Or 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. Usually before the afternoon. Around noon. Small chance tomorrow I'll just get on and stream early since it's going to be rainy. Or no, I'll probably edit in the morning and then stream in the afternoon still. Early afternoon. Rainy rest of the week here too. Oh, Skids, damn it. That line was for you, but I blew it. I sold right at the End. Appreciate you guys being here, by the way. Almost 100 viewers hanging out. If If you guys enjoy it, hit the follow button. I live in this van and stream some video games and post videos of van life stuff. That was sketchy. That was very sketchy. Did you fix the racing simulator? The racing simulator works, but now my laptop does not. We're having some pretty nasty computer issues. Maybe it's a BIOS update, or I need to figure out how to like fix my BIOS or something. Dan the man in the van. What's he good? Awesome. Oh, what the hell? That was sketchy. I just glanced over and she's just staring at me like this. All heckin' tired looking. Paws all stretched out onto the windowsill. Oh, what the heck she sniff? She's so cute. And she's so big. Look at it, it's a big dog. I can't even reach her. Oh, look at, she's all stretched out. That's a long dog right there. Wait, hold up. I'm probably losing all my viewership fucking around with the dog, but it's super worthy. Look at that. Ready? Wait, why the long face? She's like, quit fucking with me. Okay, anyway, sorry. Distracted. We're back. I gained 1 follower. 6'6" Preston, thank you. What kind of 6'6" do you have, Durmax? That is she is a blue lacy. That was a blue lacy. Cute pup, thank you. It's the Cassidy stream now, right? Yep, I'm on YouTube, Kieran. Yep, same name on YouTube. As kids. That's crazy. I've done a mix of dog. Yeah, it's a horse. I've done a mix of blue collar and white collar stuff. And then I've done social media for a couple years now. Dude, there's nothing funnier though than Cassie's build on a wide angle lens is just so fucking comical. Her giant nose, and she just looks so disproportionate. She's kind of disproportionate in real life. And oh, she looked at me like, bitch, what'd you just call me? Did you just call me disproportionate? I'm sorry, Cassie. That was pretty messed up to say. Dang. It's a horse is so funny. I call her a deer all the time. When she gets out into the mountains and she's prancing around, she kind of looks like a baby deer running around with her colorings and how tall and skinny she is. Oh, my TikTok chat isn't updating. Oh, there we go. LB7, nice, bro. Nice. I almost bought a box truck with a 6.6 in it. That'd be ideal. If I hit the lottery, if I could have any rig in the world to build a house on wheels, it would be in a top kick / Kodiak with a 6.6 in it. I don't remember if LB7 or an LBZ is better, or if that's a personal preference. Jilly says, hey, be nice to our disproportionate girlies. It's the best kind out there. There's nothing better than a disproportionate one. Especially dogs. That's like, whoa, what the? Okay, anyways. I wanted a bulldog really bad. I was shopping for a bulldog or a basset hound. Luckily, I found Cassie. Somebody abandoned her out in the desert, and I was right place, right time. Otherwise, my dumb ass wanted to buy a bulldog or a basset hound. Like the most useless dogs, low key. Like they're just unhealthy. That's all they are. They are the epiphany of disproportionate. Thank you from the disproportionate girly. Mine has a normal bed, but Dad and his buddy made a hydraulic dump. Damn, that's badass, dude. She literally hears you, yeah. She's looking at me like, stop talking shit about me. Sorry, Cassie. Favorite dog's a bulldog? I feel you. Emil says, what's it like living there? It has its ups and downs. The goods are really good and the bads are really bad. Hashtag built difference, crazy. Oh! That was a crazy line. I'm not one for spending a boatload for a designer or pet. But a bull terrier I need, yeah. That's kind of me with bulldogs. Bulldogs are pretty tough to come across. English or Frenchies. They are expensive dogs. Dude, I paused on it. Emil, did I butcher it the second time? I paused on it. Hashtag built wrong is hilarious, Bobby. I'm proportionate. I hope that's okay, but you can ban me from the stream if you need to. Are they ever going to add online? I think they already did, Nate. I'm pretty sure there is multiplayer. I'm not exactly sure how to use it, but I'm pretty sure there is multiplayer. Is someone talking smack in the other chat? Bobby did hit it with the hashtag built wrong. Oh, hi. To be fair, bulldogs or even basset hounds are probably even worse. They low-key are worse. Blue nose putty and a Chihuahua mini pitcher mix. Holy crap. Those sound like some very confident dogs. It's crazy how confident Chihuahuas can be. The target dog, yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not big into the target dogs. They're funny. I used to follow a TikTok account that had 2 of those. What are those even called? Like a bull terrier or some shit? Or no, they're not terrier. I have no idea. Does anybody know what the target dog is called? Any cool stories? There's definitely a bunch of good stories. Everybody says Emily? Yeah. I paused for a second. That's what I wasn't sure. It is a bull terrier. Very nice. Pit bull is around 170. Damn, dude. That's a crazy combo. I used to follow an account on TikTok that had like 2 bull terriers, like the target dogs. And they were psychos. The whole account, or maybe they had more than 2. But like the whole account was dedicated to the bull terriers, like terrorized. It looked like they most likely lived in like a mobile home. And like the bedroom door, the bottom half of the door was completely ripped off because of the bull terrier. God, I wish that account would pop up on my For You page again. That shit was super funny. They'd have videos of the dogs just being complete menaces, tearing shit up and like fighting and like biting their foot and stuff, like pulling them off the couch. Just being psychos of dogs. How much for the whiskey? How much for that whiskey? God, dude, that's one of the funniest videos I've seen in so long. You had a pit bull wiener dog mix? Damn, those are super funny too. I've seen some really funny videos of those. Those things look like white footballs, you're right. The target dog, their face literally does just look like a football. Damn it. I almost did something cool there. Okay, hold up, let me try to do that again. They had 18. They only showed 2 at a time, right? They're all the same. Ooh, bet Preston, good luck, man. That sounds like a job. Whoa, what the hell? Whoa, okay, hold up. We're trying to do like a cool little like full cab pull around thing on the quarter pipe. I just need to come into a quarter pipe fakie. What the fuck was that? Or what the heck was that? Sorry. Why aren't you playing the sim? I took the racing sim out because we got some big projects going on in the van. Hopefully in like a week or 2. In like a week or 2, we'll have it all fixed up. The last big thing is I need to finish my drawer for my fridge. And I need to install an air conditioner right above the racing simulator. And then we should be good. And I need to fix my computer. I don't know what's going on, but I'm getting no frames per second. So I need to fix my computer before the sim rig goes in too. Oh. This is on PlayStation, yep. Bobby, that's a crazy question. Hey, that's lit, Preston. That's so badass. I've got a Beagle mix, dog. That's unmatched energy. Yeah. Beagles are kind of nuts in a really funny way. I love Beagles. That was also, a Beagle was the, dude, I forgot. When I was looking for either a Bulldog or a, what am I saying? A Bulldog or a Basset Hound, the Beagle was my responsible decision, or my responsible option. My mom was pushing on that pretty heavy. She's like, you don't want a Bulldog. It's like, at least get a Beagle. What's up, Nug? Anything different was done to it before you had that issue? It's a great question. Did I change anything? Dude, I swear the computer issue started as soon as I started using the PXN wheel. I don't know if this is true or not. Oh, dude, that reminds me. I downloaded some file that I thought was the PXN software to like manage the wheelbase settings, but then like it never showed up, so I had to like re-find it and download it from a different website. It's a tiny chance I just like downloaded a virus or something, but I don't think so. But anything that changed? No, I don't think so. It was ironically like right when I started using the PXN stuff. So I thought that maybe the PXN stuff was having some sort of like communications issue that was making my shit lag. But now I haven't used the wheel for like a week or two, and I've been playing controller games still having issues. So I've kind of ruled out it being PXN. What's up, Bray? Can I have your old sim? I will be giving away some a full sim racing set eventually. Hit the follow button and keep an eye out. Probably won't be for a couple weeks yet. I'm super busy. I don't have time to deal with any of that right now. Run super antivirus, scan 3 times. I'm gonna take a picture of that. Is that a paid thing, I assume? What do you smell? Cassie woke up from a nap and sniffed something. God, you're so cute. Okay. Oh, super anti-spyware. Is that like the actual name of it? Hold up, I'm taking a picture of that shit. Thank you, Nug. Dude, yeah. Oh, one thing. Oh, sorry, Cass. One thing, I did get an error about my BIOS. BIOS? Bray fixed that issue, and now I'm having computer issues. Boone, I'm trying my best. Watching my face bet, Bobby. Hello? I've been here playing Arc Raiders with my cousin and wife. Oh, dude, what? All in the same room? LAN party kind of vibe. That sounds so fun, Stoner Deer. Damn. A LAN party sounds insanely fun. That is... I don't know the last time I've done something like that. There's nothing better than split-screen video games. Playing video games online with your friends is sick. Playing video games single player, streaming video games are all really fun. But like none of them actually compete with split screen or LAN party in-person gaming. Where like when you die and you rage, you can like physically get up and go smack the other person about it. Or like throw your chair at them or something. When was the last time you cleaned your PC? I'd say about 3 months ago. I took it apart and blew it all out with compressed air or whatever you call it, canned air. I remember LAN parties when Black Ops 1. I hate to say it, but I never experienced that. We all just played online. I don't think we ever made the effort to set up a LAN party for Black Ops. You ever built a stick wall as an adult? Do you just like mean like using logs? Like a fort, kind of like just like built out of trees. Oh, I'd clean it again. Make sure your RAM, GPU stuff's all plugged in properly. Damn. Yeah, you're right. I should try that. It has been a little while since I've cleaned it. You're right. That wouldn't hurt to try. But yeah, I had a BIOS error pop up the other day, so I need to figure out what that means to try to figure out how to fix that. Work for free. Worked IT for a while. Oh, no way. You might need to replace your BIOS battery? Whoa, what? You did for Halo? Yeah, Halo 3 had to be peak LAN party era, right? Canned air is stupid expensive for no reason. I feel you. I paid like $25 for 2 bottles. All they had was a 2-pack. I was at an Ace Hardware store in a mountain town. Yo, Meador with the gift. Thank you, man. 200 jewels. W frickin' mans. Meador, thank you. Your second gift we've gotten all stream. Appreciate that. I am in USA. I'm currently in Iowa in America. The CMOS battery and the motherboard. Oh, God. This is sounding intimidating. I was really hoping the BIOS, because I got like an error message about BIOS, and I stupidly clicked out of it and didn't read it or screenshot it. I was in a rush to start my live stream yesterday. Really regret that. Wish I would have read it. What's up, four-wheeler? Welcome back. 6 walls, skinny branches, stuffed basket weave. No, I have never done that. No. I want to. I want to build a whole ass cabin by just using fallen over trees. That'd be so fun. I watch so many videos of shit like that. Austin, thanks for the roses, player. W mans. What do you do for fun in Iowa? I ride my bike. Ride my bike, take my dog on bike rides. Go along the river. Austin, thank you, player. 70 roses. Let's go. Thank you, my good sir. Shout out Austin. Possibly the biggest gifter of the TikTok Live. Midori Chan OG, thank you again. Yeah, like 11 bucks for one. Yep. Yep. Rock says, let's go. Wait. Dude, four-wheeler. Is Lil Timmy? Lil Timmy's the guy you were arguing with yesterday, isn't it? I haven't seen him yet today. Watch, he's gonna pull up right now. Have a great night. Thank you, Austin. Same to you, bro. I appreciate it. Is the driving sim working now? The racing simulator is working. My laptop is not. We fixed one issue and a new issue spawned in, per usual. Do you have the capabilities of playing FPS on your setup? Not right now. Not because of my computer being so laggy. That's like right now, I wish that I was streaming Call of Duty. That's what I would rather be streaming right now, but my computer can't handle it. This game I can manage to play at 8 frames per second. To play a competitive shooter is not enjoyable. Yeah, nug. To be fair though, it is a 5080 i9. 16 gigs of RAM, which I know is hella under spec for the rest of the specs. And RAM usually is topping out. It is very commonly, my RAM is like 90% used up. But I've ran this computer now for 6 months to, what you doing, to a year. What you doing? And I've never had issues with it until just recently. So like the specs are there. Like I should be able to do the things I want to do, and I have done the things I want to do with this laptop before. What are you doing? I know you're just a big dog. You're just a big dog. Okay, watch out. I'll let you down. Wait, okay, well, fine, squeeze on by. Oh wait, I'm gonna move this so Cassie can sit on this seat if she wants. Hold on, Cassie, open up this seat for you. I just found ants in the van. Motherfuckers. Not ants, dude. We hate ants. Get out of here. Oh my God. There's like 50 of them at least. Go on now, get. I think I got most of them. Oh, Cassie went and laid down all scared. She's like, I don't know what this is about. Okay, we back. No, Nug, I've never seen that air fryer. Damn, Kyrian with 100 roses. Thank you, bro. Biggest gifter of the stream, man. Thank you, dog. Kyrian's been the most consistent viewer and gifter. Damn, dude. And then Telemarkski with a picnic basket for 600 jewels. The biggest gifter on YouTube. Wait, no way. Lil Timmy's pulling up right when four-wheeler pulled up. Honestly, I think at this point, you guys have such a deep lore that now you guys just have to be best friends in the chat. The odds that you guys both pulled up at the same time is insane. You said someone fixed something before. What was I talking about? I don't know what else. Oh, originally I was having a separate set of issues that was involving all my USB stuff. So like my camera would start bugging out, my sim racing wheel would start bugging out, my mouse would stop working, like everything that was running off USB would glitch out real bad. And I think I fixed that with the powered USB hub is what solved that one. The BIOS though, I've never seen an error about it. People have mentioned it in the past, saying that maybe that's causing the issue. But I've never gotten that error before, and then I haven't gotten it since either. It popped up twice, like in one. Like it had the BIOS error, I clicked OK or X, and then another one popped up right behind it, like there's two errors originally. I clicked them both out of the way, and then just started streaming. Just super fail. Bros in a van and cooking. What's up, Mr. Killjack? Appreciate you pulling up. Look at that, four-wheeler, great response. Four-wheeler says sorry about yesterday. Little Timmy, you accept that apology. I think that it was fate. The odds that I've been live for 2 hours and 30 minutes and you guys both pulled up at the same exact time. I don't know, man. I've said before that there's no such thing as coincidence. Nobody's got better timing than the world. If it pops up again, take a picture, I'll diagnose it. Dude, Nug, thank you. I know, it's like a car with the check engine light that's coming and going. I wish it would pop up again so I could see what it was. I can't believe I didn't take a picture. But I was just like manically trying to start a live stream. Whoa, DeFakey? I think that maybe my diesel heater is running out of fuel right now. Suddenly, my diesel heater is smelling like it's running, like, really lean. Are you ever gonna... oh yeah, the driving sim should be back in like a week or two, hopefully. Sean says, oh, come on, Timmy. Yeah, dude, appreciate you guys pulling up. I assume that we only have, like, what, like, I'd say single digits viewers on YT. Is that true? Okay, so we can all get along. Right, this is a loving community. That's right. Sean putting his foot down. No nonsense. If it happens again, if error code pops up, look up that code. Right, and it'll tell you what the problem is. Yep. I can't believe I clicked through it. So pissed. Fume smell. Yeah, we are. Ruh-roh. We are getting a little bit of fume smell, diesel fume smell going. Ruh-roh, Raggy. But it also could have just been like the wind shifted. So now it's pushing more exhaust in here. Ooh, that was sketchy. Oh, that was sketchy. Yep, it's probably about time. Oh, what the hell? It's probably about time. Four-wheelers trying to ban me. Well, today's a new day, little Timmy. Today is a new day. That's the beauty. That's the beauty of it. Clean wheel tap. Yo, what's good? BURVTV. What's good, player? What's up? Any update on the van sim rig? The sim rig should be back in a few days. I just got a bunch of projects going. Or my bad, in like a week or two. The biggest thing is I'm waiting for an air conditioner. Thank you for the heart me, player. Welcome in. How you guys doing? Where are you guys at? But only 3. Oh, what the heck? My only 3 would be concerned with BIOS would be memory, BIOS battery, or CPU overheating. And so every time I've checked my temps and like my usages whenever I'm having issues, they're all pretty normal. My RAM is always really high, as usual, as you expect it to be, being like a low RAM computer. Like the usage is high. But always the temps are really normal. I mean, keeping in mind that it's a laptop. Laptops aren't hot, but... Whoa, Caprock Canyons, Texas. Dude, that sounds sick. I am in northeast Iowa right now along the Mississippi River. I'm not particularly parked somewhere cool right now, but I am just like across the road from the river. Pretty sweet. I have 16 gigs of RAM. It's not great. Guy needs one of those water suits that race car drivers use. Yeah, right? Could you imagine? That's how we do it. Bro, no shot. I have 3 minutes left on my lunch. Oh, and it just started pouring rain. It's supposed to rain here today. Tomorrow it's supposed to rain from midnight. Yo, BUTV. No way, bro. You don't got me doing that. Thank you, dog. BUTV with the 3 fucking, the 3 hat and mustaches. Appreciate you, player. Biggest gifter of the stream by far. The TikToks. Thank you, man. Appreciate you pulling up. Your guys' setup super sick. Chat, if you guys aren't, be sure to drop Mr. BURVTV a follow. They are very similar life. They're living in an RV, traveling the US. Also doing gaming and sim racing along the way. Same vibe, dude. Drop him a follow. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for all the gifts. The title gifter spot's being taken. Timmy, the computer is running all right. It's running all right. I think I'm getting double-digit frames per second right now, so I'll take what I can get. I'll take what I can get around here. Appreciate the energy, dude. Absolutely. Same to you, man. Thank you for the perfumes, the friendship necklaces, the finger hearts. Oh, sketchy. How long are you guys hanging out in Texas? 64 is overkill. If you're running 99% RAM, you aren't running the RAM's full capability. Right. Or 16. Did I say 64? Wait, did I say 64? I meant to say I have 16 gigs RAM. Wow, I really haven't played first person mode too much. How do you guys feel about this? I think it makes me dizzy. I don't even know how do I get out of it. What's happening? There we go. There we go. Oh, 16. Yeah, yep. But, dude, BUTV, I was mixed up. Sorry. Nug, I have ran on 16 gigs of RAM, like, super easily. Doing everything I normally do. It's just recently it stopped doing it. Could, like, RAM get tired? Could it be? Headed to New Mexico tomorrow. Damn, bro. Let's go. You guys are doing the thing. Oasis State Park. Dude, sick. Enjoy that journey, dude. It's always cool. The traveling is always the best part. It's cool being able to hang out in places, new places. Ooh, Cineme's back. Plans are canceled. Plans are canceled. Dude, no way. Little Timmy and Four Wheeler have spiraled into the exact same argument already that was happening yesterday. That is so funny, bro. That's actually funny. McKimmy, thank you for the heart me. Appreciate you, dog. Over time, your RAM could start having wear and tear, especially if you start adding new things. Really? Okay. Yeah, dude, BUTV, have fun, dude. That sounds sick. I could go for a nice travel day and seeing a new state park. That's so... And, dude, the fact that you're doing it with kids, that's got to be so fun. I'm sure it's really challenging, but that's got to be so fun to pull up to a place like a state park and have them be all stoked on it and running around all fired up to see the new stuff. And how cool for them. What's up, McKimmy? About to hit the canyons now, dude, bet. Be you, drive safe. Safe travels. Have fun. Appreciate the gifts. Thanks for stopping by. Chat, be sure to drop a follow to BURVTV. Another way of living on the road. For all the people, I get all the time, people come in saying it's too late for them to travel because they have kids. I was just talking about that earlier. I'm like, bro, it's never too late. It's never too late. They got kids, a big rig, and they're making it happen. Having fun, seeing new shit. Challenging, much effort, so worth it. Oh yeah, and especially too for their memories. Like they're gonna grow up with a really unique mindset growing up traveling like that. That's like the one van life girl who's, I don't know, I assume that she's got a shitload of followers by now. She's super good at content. I think her name is Isabel or Bella, the Lone Soul. I met her in San Diego, super chill. But she grew up traveling. She grew up living in an RV, like when she was like a kid. Her entire life, she grew up traveling. And then she turned 18, and they bought, I think like towards, if I'm not mistaken, like high school, her parents finally bought a farm and settled. But then she immediately bought a van and started traveling. She's killing it on social media now. And she says a lot that she's like thankful that she grew up traveling because it just gave her a different perspective. Wait, test to make sure. Best thing you can do is to upgrade Art32. Go to the computer store. Right. Dude, I'm scared of computer stores. Computer stores are so expensive. Oh, Cinnamon, yes. Yes. Luminarch? That's crazy, bro. That is crazy. Wait, Four-Wheeler says, tell Timmy to chill. Both of you guys gotta chill. I'll do it. I'll mute both of you guys. We'll put both of you in timeout. Don't make me do it. Little Timmy, Four-Wheeler, we'll put both of you in timeout. We don't want to do it, but it'll happen. I got soaked? Damn, Sean. That sucks. That's about how that goes, right when you... That's what I should take Cassie out. While the sun's out right now, I'm going to do that same shit. I'm going to put off taking Cassie out, and then right when I hop off stream, the sun's going to go away. I should totally do that. Grayson, what's good, dude? What is good? Right, give the kids the experience too. Yep, exactly. Love, brother, be safe, dude. Same to you guys. Safe travels. Keep killing it. Keep killing it. I know the work, the struggles that you guys have to be going through. Just the traveling thing, dude. It's tough. Way to keep doing it and staying consistent on socials. It's a grind. Good work. I know you... Wait, I know you had it for a bit. How does the new sim rig work? It's good, Nick. Yeah, it's good. The best one is... That's a really wide... The sim racing market's opened up so much in the past few years. It really comes down to personal preference. There's so many good options out there at all price points. Like, literally from a couple $100 up to like $100,000. There's so much competition at all price points anymore. It's pretty tough to really say like just one. Depends on like your space and your budget and like what you're doing with it and everything else. Free shower, right? We love the rain. Ooh, that was it. Connor, I did a full custom DIY build. I built the whole van from scratch. Yep. Four-wheeler. Yeah, yep. I'm trying to build something like yours. Zoo, I heavily recommend it. Damn, can you guys hear me? My camera just died. I think you guys should be able to still hear me. But my camera totally has died. Drop a follow if you guys are here. If you can still hear me, drop a follow. We'll be back on stream tomorrow. Playing some more games, hanging out in the van. We'll be back to sim racing and sim drifting in the van in probably about a week or so. Thanks for the follow. Yep, camera's dead. Right as I sent my heart me, damn it. Oh, skids got robbed. Thank you for the heart me, skids. Yeah, we're cooked. The camera's at 0%. Oh, Preston, go figure. Go figure. Oh, the model, the van is a 2015 Ford Transit 350. Extended roof, long 148 wheelbase, extended and tall roof. I really butchered that. Essentially, it's the biggest van that Ford makes in every way, shape, or size. Oh, dude, of course, dude. Sean has the umbrella, but not when you need it. Four-wheeler. All right, we're out. We're out. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Camera's dead, so it is what it is. We're out of here. We should be live tomorrow. It's going to be raining tomorrow, so I'm almost certainly going to be live tomorrow. Most likely early afternoon, around the same time. Probably around like 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, I'd say. Why? Thanks, man. Same to you. Appreciate it. Thanks for the heart, me. Preston, thanks, man. Appreciate you hanging out. Cinnamon being the middle ground of it. It's so funny. Timmy, Four-Wheeler, Sean, Cinnamon, thank you guys for hanging out. Appreciate you guys being here. Oh my god. Appreciate you guys hanging out. We'll see you tomorrow. Hope you have a good rest of the day. And be good. Be good. Do some fun stuffs. Peace out, guys.